Where's that stick?
You want it over and... There's a twig on the other side that's holding it
okay.
in place. Do you want to go higher or what?
No.
This is a ready-made stick. So.
Oh.
In fact, it's got...
Don't want him to come up? Is that what you're saying, guys?
I didn't say anything.
I know. It's what you didn't say that hurt.
I'm gonna go work on the outside. I just left mine loose for now. Cinch it up.
I just don't want to be too loose on this end and have it crawl back up on this sketchy.
One end is a bit higher than the other, right? That's where their tents are going to be. We should make sure that's the low.
Why do you think we're set up like this?
Is that where they're going to be?
I think so.
Yeah, that's where they usually put their tents, eh?
Chemist, you certainly can.
That's the beauty in doing some of those things.
There might be some explosives happening. I don't know.
This looks like some 007 spy camera stuff going on over there.
Oh, he's got his little camera thing. I
It's a
know.
little worrying.
It's funny, we've got one kid that can't get the door open.
And I'll give you a copy of the agenda so you have that.
Perfect, thank you.
For everything. And then Jean just needs to tell you some things.
I've already given the equivalent of this to the folks that arrived first, but I'll walk you through it.
Sure.
The front page is everybody we know about.
Right. Okay.
So first name, last name,
Yep.
who you're with, what your role is at camp,
Okay.
ages and so forth, whether there is a medical issue that was noted on the forms. And then each child has been, hello. Each child has been assigned to a group. We have 6 different groups for stations tomorrow. And they're named here, and they have a corresponding plan.
Okay.
All right?
We'll have fabric they can tie around their heads or arms, wherever they want to do it.
Okay.
So you guys, Rosalind?
Robson.
Robson.
Robson's already been
Robson.
just going, kind of covering the same turf a bit.
So you gave her all the name tags?
Yeah. Now, everybody,
That's
Have
Rosalind's.
them.
Okay.
everybody has a tag like this.
Yep.
And a copy of your medical form is inside.
And they have to wear that?
We want people to wear these for the entire weekend. The deal being, if somebody goes down, we know who they are. We know if they've got a medical issue.
Well, that's it. There's kids from all over.
Yeah. Just
And
makes
do
it
you guys have any medical issues? Any people to talk to Trevor? That Trevor needs to be aware. He's our first aid guy. Okay. Because Trevor will be at the crime lab station.
Okay.
So and we have an extra person there. So if he needs to if he needs to get pulled, it's not a problem.
Okay.
First aid's kind of here and the cabin. Lost and found like the cabin.
Okay.
Right behind you.
Okay.
Right there. Okay. So yes, everybody gets a name tag. If it's got a yellow dot on it, there was a medical condition noted on the form.
Okay.
All right. Cool. We already gave you folks your crests, so we'd urge you to hand those out promptly.
Awesome.
Nothing I hate worse than crests that get taken home in a clump.
Because this is the last is this last for you guys?
Oh no, we're canoeing on Monday.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
okay,
you got
okay,
other
we're done.
chances then.
Oh, you're done? That's
We're
it,
all
eh?
done.
Most groups
The
seem to
big-
be wrapping
the
up.
big hurrah, yeah.
We promised canoeing and we hadn't
Hadn't
we were
got
like,
to it.
I don't want to canoe unless it's warmer if we're going to be doing like, sinking them and everything. So.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, you've got an assigned campsite
Okay.
over
Yep.
yonder.
Okay.
We want to see no more than one vehicle in camp if possible.
Okay.
You want that in order to lock up your food and or garbage.
Okay.
We have a bear.
Okay.
He comes out all the time.
Okay.
There's some examples of his handiwork.
Yep.
He tears things up,
Okay.
empties every garbage can just to be sure.
Right.
So before the end of the evening...
Nope, they're not here yet, honey. They should be showing up soon. They are coming. They just, Daddy was doing a million things.
Okay.
Okay.
So where do you
Pretty
want us
much.
to park our vehicles then?
Now,
if it's outside?
you've got, in the package that's over yonder, you've got a map that looks like this.
I think there's one on the
So
bottom.
this actually kind of sits like this.
Oh, there we go.
You just came down this road. That's the longhouse over there.
Okay.
So where you're seeing some signs over there, there's a gate and a road that heads down to a lower field.
Oh, okay.
And we want people to park along the south edge of this lower field.
Okay.
There are signs down there.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Sent you to the river.
Other
Because
things
one of
to
our
know
stations will be here.
Oh, okay.
about- Lots of outhouses. They're all marked on here.
Have you guys been here before?
No,
No.
my
Oh,
son
okay.
has been. He's the only one out of our entire group who's
Oh,
been here, and that was Cuboree, like, or not Cuboree, High Oaks or something.
Okay.
Three,
Yeah,
three or 4 years ago.
drive-
Told
totally. Yeah, but in the Lego land, everything's Lego except for the Kregel. And yeah. And no, there's more stuff. Like people. Band-Aids. Oh yeah. The museum thing. And like a bathroom. This is the epic fire ever. It's growing. It's growing. Oh yeah, that's a good fire. That's a good fire. Ow. That's a really good fire. Pretty good for my stuff that has bacon. How do you fix that, bro? Triangle guy. We need 3 more people. 4. Can you please help us? 4 more people. Yes. We need 4 more people. Not me. No, I'm paid. If you get when I did up, team with you guys when I did up. Okay. Where's the camera? Rock, paper, scissors. Get William! You're up. Get William! You know what? Addy, I'm just gonna stand. Well, I don't want to be like Addy. Here's what the don'ts did tonight. We got the don'ts grab our shotgun and shot Ryan.
It starts with an M.
Molecules?
Nope, molecules make up everything. Close.
No.
Marrow.
Monkey?
So, what do you think this is?
A monkey.
No.
That's a hip.
Yeah, this is a pelvis.
That's it.
What the
This is from. Now,
pelvis?
pelvis is right here where your hips tie into. So this would be the butt of an animal.
That's where your legs would be.
Legs would come down.
Oh God.
Oh, don't worry. But inside here, you can see
I understand
that
what you mean.
how it's like this, right?
Yeah. Way similar.
Similar, lot denser. Here, I'm gonna grab. I have a bird skull here too. So, you guys see how dense that is?
Yeah.
This is like our bones.
Yeah.
But you can look inside this one here, and this is a raven
Ow! The raven
and
stay.
it's really hollow in comparison to it.
Why do you think it's hollow?
Because they have less, because they're up
What do birds do that's totally unique to birds?
Like they can fly.
Yeah, exactly.
They need to be really lightweight.
You think
so
you're
their
gonna fly
bones
with
are
something
lighter.
that's heavy?
No. You'll
No, it
probably
doesn't-
be like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
So?
people can't fly.
Here, put out both your hands.
I wish I might have the thing.
Lost the thing. There you go, perfect. You. Yeah. There you go, buddy. Nice and bottom down. In with it.
Yep, right there.
Going while they're by the hour. Wish I may. A little bit louder, I'm deaf, man.
Come on,
Thing I left
Can you
tonight.
guys hear what he's saying?
Tonight!
No? Okay, one more time, Cole.
Scream it.
Go, yeah.
Everybody can hear it.
Can we get that?
Hey
Hand on
guys,
your
we
hip.
can't hear
Come
it
on.
if you're talking.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm a little very
Wilder. Wilder by the hour. Wish I may, wish I might have my life and lost the night. You have that back. Remember,
Make sure your faces get white.
you can ham this one up a bit, right?
I want a good one.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you off without it.
Whoa!
Oh,
And handle the hip.
Pop your lungs.
I'm a little prairie flower growing wild and by the hour. I wish I might have the item I got from the fire.
Lovely.
Light fires by making their own sparks with flint, things like that. That was pretty lame. Then matches came along. That's pretty old school, right? You know, matches have only been around for about 150 years. So I was thinking we could light this thing old school. Could we?
Yeah.
Too easy. Too easy. '21st century for crying out loud, people. Right? So there's going to be a button here that realize what they used to be. The remote control here. Hope it's not wet. That's probably not good, right? So let's just hit the battery, the button here, to see if we can do it electronically like we used to do.
What?
See, doesn't that beat matches, flint and steel, all that junk?
Lightning bolt.
You want to get yourself one of these.
And you get rid of the mosquitoes too.
You're lightning over like.
Yeah, leaders are trying to teach you how to light fires. There it is. Little Jim Dandy. I'm a little prairie flower, growing wilder by the hour. I wish I may, I wish I might.
You don't sing, you don't get it.
Yes, have the woggle I lost last night, have the knife. You're very well.
Anyone's got allergies.
Hopefully 2 is going to do it. You can pick 2. Any of those. They're pink. Probably strawberry.
Do you have any allergies?
Nope. Okay. Go ahead. Yep.
Come on then, pick one more.
Attaboy. Two. I think we should move them away from the garbage can and make it easier for them to
Next Cuboree, next Cuboree, we do that one.
There you go.
The bacon log.
One.
You can take 2 cookies.
2 of the same or 1, 2?
That's 2.
There you go. You want 2 of those?
You can break them apart.
We get 2 cookies?
Yeah.
Yes, 2 cookies.
Can I choose on one?
We will sell
one
more
different?
cookies in the
Okay.
cabin.
Yeah, we might. There's more in the cabin apparently. You might want to go get those. You got it.
Grab 2.
Jenna, where's the other cookie?
They're against the wall in one of the bins.
Against the wall in one of the bins.
You can have 1. You can have 2 cookies, any kind you want. You can have 1 of each, or well, not each.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The wafers are very popular.
This doesn't get there.
No.
I think you should put the chocolate chip before the wafers get there.
Ah, there she goes.
Yay! Give her an extra one. Way to go. Good job. Grab 2. 2 will do. There you go.
Let's go for these 2.
Or another thing you could say is thanks.
Big bear. Alright, on to Simon. That's thank you in Japanese. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Ooh. Nami nami. 1 cookie. 2 cookies. And
That's it. Just 2.
I think it came off pretty good. Oh, you're pretty happy with the way it came off. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see, I guess kind of over there and see if somebody else wants to take it next time. And nobody kind of steps up.
Yeah, the gluten-free are the ones in the middle.
how old are you?
You guys must be in the cranium pressure.
How much?
Yeah.
You can have 2 cookies.
So warm. I just want to spoil. You go walk this yeah.
The Holy Cure.
Are you lab rats? The name lab rats? Like the group lab rats.
people.
Shoulder to shoulder. Okay, now I'd like everybody to take 2 big steps back. We are going to start the grand howl.
Can see them, okay? Because they want to know, oh, there's a purple mad scientist over there. They need to be with the group. Remy. Leader and Walker will have a purple one too to wear. Don't forget, you need to come up with a song for the fire tonight of mad scientists. If you can't think of rhymes for mad scientists, that's okay. Think of any rhyme for something sciencey. Whatever. You know, doesn't matter.
Thank you. Sorry to make you run down.
Yeah. I'm like, where's that Wendy? What do you mean they took off without fabric?
She was all excited. She knew where she was going.
But fair enough, you were not here at the meeting, so I forgive you. Tracy, though.
I wanted to go to the meeting.
It's in the agenda, I believe. Anyway, everybody's got a purple one? Okay, just make sure it's visible. Wendy, I will give you guys a couple in case somebody goes missing. It needs to be tied on to you in your backpack or pocket. Whatever, don't care where.
Let's tie it on, guys. I like it how it's going on.
Make sure.
Are we sitting? We're gonna fill it up with water.
Not that one. You don't use that one.
This is cool.
Not the big one. You
This
use
is
the
going
small one.
dark.
This is your rocket. Oh, this is.
I think it's just a reflection of the.
Oh.
We need to make
You
more.
want to make something so it's going to be like
We need to
that.
make more because there's more rockets. This way or that way? You only need one launch pad. So you want to make the launch pad around the Play-Doh container.
Make it around this.
Wait, so which way do you mean?
Next,
I want to make this into a rocket. So what's
Are you listening to me? You want it like that.
Yay.
You're going to want to try to build this up.
We're turning this into a rocket.
do you know a good design?
So you've got the design. You just need to put it around your.
Yeah, the Play-Doh
Yeah.
is the launch pad,
Yeah.
the Play-Doh container.
Oh no, it's not.
Okay, it's a good idea, but it's got to put it that way. No,
If you
gotta put it
tie this down, it won't slide.
I got it.
The gelatin and jello. Does anybody know what gelatin is made out of? Yeah?
Food.
No? Gelatin's made out of horses. Just kidding, it's not. But it's similar to that. Agar-agar is a vegan substitute for gelatin. So what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be using this special compound called agar-agar to make what is called fruit juice caviar. And this is a really fancy thing that you can do. You can make it and you can put it on desserts. You can put it in like things like bubble tea and things like that. You can put it on ice cream. You can, once you know how to do it, it's pretty easy, and you can really use it to impress your family and friends. So what we're going to be doing is, first off, we're going to split you guys. I think we've got 2, 4, okay, 7. We're going to split you guys into groups of 2 and one of 3. You guys are each going to measure out 2/3 of a cup of juice and mix it with half a teaspoon of the agar-agar. Then we're going to bring it to a boil on the Coleman grill stove, right here. And then as soon as it's on a boil, we're going to turn it down and we're just going to simmer it until it's really well dissolved. After that, we are going to use, these are called pipettes. These are the pipettes of science. And you're going to take droplets of the juice and agar-agar mixture, and we're going to drop them into cold oil. This is canola oil. And I use canola oil because it can be kept cold, but it won't freeze. And so the science behind this is that we are dropping a hot liquid agar-agar into the cold oil, and as it falls down to the bottom, those droplets will solidify into a spherical shape. So that's pretty cool. After that, we're going to strain the pearls out using these 3 strainers here. We will be saving the olive oil, the canola oil, because we need to use that for the other groups. That'll go back into the chiller to make sure that stays cold. And then we are going to rinse the pearls off so you're not eating oily pearls of juicy deliciousness. And then after that, we're going to put the pearls into these clear plastic cups. So hopefully these colors stay nice and strong, and you can see all the different colors, and you guys can try all of the different foods. Do you have any questions? Yes.
Can you mix 2 together?
Juices.
We'll see how much time we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Start with just one color.
Yeah, we're going to start with one color, and then, yeah, we'll see how much time we have and how much juice we have, and we'll go from there. Any other questions?
Type is that you can only have blood that is your type. So if you get injured, or if you're in the hospital and for any reason you need a blood transfusion, you can only get blood which is either your type or has some similarities to it. Now, why is this an issue? Because based on your blood type, you also have a antibody that goes along with it. So if you have an A blood type, you're going to have an anti-B antibody there. So what that means is that if a B blood type was to end up in your bloodstream, these antibodies would attach onto it, attract these guys, which we call white blood cells, and interfere with these red blood cells over there. This can cause them to coagulate. Thanks. If they can coagulate, this can stop the blood from traveling in our bloodstream and in our veins. This could interrupt a lot of things, like sending oxygen to our tissues, to our organs, and a lot of essential parts. Now, there's a few tricks over here, in the sense that if you have an AB blood type, you actually don't have either the A or the B antibodies. And that makes sense, because you don't want to attack your own cells, right, in your body.
Yeah, wait, so you have to mix together?
If you have an AB blood type, you wouldn't have either of these in your body. Oh, they're not mixed together, they're separate. You have separate A's and separate B antibodies. So if you're a blood type B, you would have the A antibodies. So if a blood type would come into your body, it would attack those. But if you're a blood type A, you would have the B antibodies. So if a B blood type would come into your body, it would attack that. So could you guys tell me which antibodies the O might have?
D anti-D.
D? So let's just forget about these negatives and positives for now. Just about the A's and B's. So remember that O doesn't have either the A or the B antigens.
Can they go in both?
Yeah,
Yay.
they would have both of them. because that if either a blood type was to be mixed with an individual who's an O type, or a B blood type was mixed with an individual which is an O type, these antibodies would attack their corresponding antigens. The antibody for B would attack the B cells. The antibody for A would attack the A cells. For this reason, we like to call O the universal donor, because regardless of what your blood type is, in most cases, you can always take O. Whereas with AB, they're a bit more of the selfish ones. We call them the universal acceptors there. They can only take their blood type. Because if they take any other blood type, they could possibly get antigens. If they take an A blood type, well, remember that, they could possibly get coagulation. If you take an A blood type, recall that A blood types come with B antibodies. So if you give an AB individual A blood, these B antibodies will attack this. Similarly, if you give an AB individual B blood, which comes with an A antibody, the A antibody will also attack this. So that's why, for an AB individual, they can only take AB blood, because they won't have any antibodies, or they can take O blood. Okay. So, how do we find out what blood type is which? Now, there's one thing that I forgot to mention while I was discussing the A's and B's. There's something else called the rhesus factor, the R factor, that I just very briefly mentioned over here. So the R factor, sometimes people call it D, it can be a little confusing, is something that some blood cells have. Most blood cells actually have the R factor. Very few of them don't. And this is another thing that also selects for blood type. For instance, if you have, again, AB+, if you have the A+ here, you won't have the antibody here, or the plus. However, if you're AB-, you will have the antibody here. So if you're A+, you can only accept someone who's also a plus. AB+, you can also accept a person who's only AB+, and not AB negative.
Tom's mean.
Oh wait, why did they put it
They're
in
the little
here?
pills you take if you got heartburn or your stomach's upset.
Yeah, you don't know what that is.
Oh, of course, our guy is like that.
Some paper towel from us?
Yeah.
I don't think we have any paper towel.
Alright. Okay. So you guys are
Sorry.
ready to switch?
Yeah.
Alright, let's switch it up. Which way are we going?
This way.
Okay.
So you guys come around here.
What are we doing here?
You guys are ready
So now we're
to
going to check
chemical
the handwriting and stuff.
analysis,
So, the first thing you guys are going to do, come around
You guys
more
can
here,
each do it so that
is
you
we're going to
can
test
see.
the ink.
Here's a test
Okay,
for
so
you
this is
and for
this
you.
is the one from the crime scene. Okay,
Are
you
you
see how
guys
the
Greta?
smears come up? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So
Go for it, your bag.
yeah, you need that. So in
Alright,
there you have
so
some
you
ink.
can each grab one of those white
You need one of these.
things. You guys have already done your analysis of for
And the ink's
fingerprints?
the same.
Yeah, we did that one and that one. Alright, you guys can do yours
Yeah.
too. You can follow along.
What you
Here's
do?
some test tubes. You guys have 2 white powder things, right?
Get one?
Yeah,
We got 3 white powders.
Well, that's fine. They're all the
Yeah, you
same
can go
for
there.
your
I
person.
don't see why not.
Alright,
There's lots of these.
so open that up. Put a little bit of your white powder in there.
Put this to the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
There you
great.
go.
Yeah.
Okay, and so what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah, Lucius is gonna do it too.
And we'll put some water
So
in
he needs
there.
the ink.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna draw a line. Yeah, a little higher. Yeah, sure. It's all right. It doesn't have to be straight. And now you're gonna dip it in the water
Are these both
so the
yours?
ink doesn't go in the water.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Where do I put this? Why
Alright,
is the ink
and put
staying in? And
some
I'm not
water
even
in there,
holding
fill
it.
it up
Because
maybe
it's
halfway,
just a little bit.
and then shake it.
Did you just go?
Yeah. I just drank it. So good.
Oh, that's lots.
So good.
Yeah. Here,
How
I'll
about
wipe
Alright,
this water off.
so now you'll see that the water will suck up that filter paper. I think you have 2 pieces of
I
paper.
do the water.
Make sure this goes back in the bag. Okay?
Goes in the water. Got it? I do opposite. I think that's the wrong cat.
Opposite things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can.
It's not milky.
So you're gonna see as it goes up
Okay.
that it's gonna
But we
separate
don't
the
know
ink.
for sure yet if you need to.
It looks the same as the first one did.
Yeah. Do you guys want to come over here? You can look at this flowchart.
I was still thinking it was the same too.
Alright. So, does it look like you can see through it? Alright, so you can come over here, guys. It might be easier for you to look at the flowchart.
Do you guys have
So
light?
if you can see through it.
Do you guys have light on the fingerprint? Or do we use this?
Okay.
Cool. Cool, I got it.
Mm.
Cool. I got it.
So it's starting to separate.
Here.
Lucius, does yours look like
It
this?
looks translucent. So we're going to
What
add
is yours?
phenolphthalein
Yours
to
has
see
a
if it's an
plate done up
acid
there.
or a base,
No, it's not.
which is this stuff. So put 2 drops of it into your test tube.
It's see-through.
Yeah.
So that means,
We don't dump it out yet. We got to put phenolphthalein in there.
what does that mean?
It's a chemical that allows you to see if it's an acid or a base.
Oh.
Yeah.
Holy, you guys have that full. Which stuff is it?
It's this stuff.
Now, what's it
So put 2 drops in there.
Oh, right.
What's supposed
Alright.
to happen? Still not
It-
Well,
if
Lucius
it
is
turns
gone,
pink,
so we can
Or
tell.
if it doesn't turn
Is it the
pink.
same as this? Does it look like this?
Does it turn pink?
But here, look at you guys if you want to. You guys want to put together an arm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Make sure you do it right.
Filled it upside down.
Don't build it back.
I'm gonna hide this one, and you guys are gonna look at these parts here, and look at these parts here, and try and figure out how to put this part of your arm. Think about it.
Does that part count as something special? Joint.
No.
That's a joint.
That's your collarbone.
I got
Clavicle.
done.
No, we're gonna give you some pins here.
Everyone
Right,
grab
I like
a piece, one piece each.
Figured it out. Excuse me. I got an axe. Joint on each one. Looks like an axe on the Yeah. So can you put your arm over
Wait a minute.
Where's one of those things?
Don't need this. This is just.
No, you just need
No.
just the bone part.
Yeah, it connects like that.
Oh, I cut it.
You have to just, it connects like that. Okay. I made an arm. Shoulder.
Put it together.
I'm a bull.
Yeah, don't be swinging them around. We gotta have 6 other groups through. So
Yeah. So
you
treat
break
these
them,
with
you bottom.
respect.
Oh, we don't get to
Here,
keep these.
I'll get you one. No, you don't get to keep these.
Seriously can't crush them.
No, it's strong, isn't
There
it?
you go.
Darn it.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, give it a try.
Thank you.
So,
Can't do it, can you?
Nope.
And that's the difference. That's if your bone didn't have it.
I have a really floppy bone. You're off. I got an ass. Got an ass. I got.
No, it's like a noodle arm.
Is that it? Yeah.
I can't see.
We got a noodle.
Nope. You're gonna want to turn that around, or your arms will be backwards.
I'm attacking a bear. Say joint and a joint.
There you go. The joints go together.
Right there, I did it.
Looks like you did.
Pretend I'm an ancient guy across this place.
Okay, you guys.
Type of warrior with
So-
bone weapons and bone armor.
Here.
I got to.
Now, don't stretch that. If I could give you demerits, I would.
I think we probably could.
Yeah. Remember, this stuff's not yours, right? So, best behavior. I wouldn't come into your house and wreck up your stuff, would I? Probably not. Okay. So, you guys here, you guys can see this. So this here's a bird's skull. Now, what do birds do? What's their special thing?
Fly.
Yeah. But how can they fly?
The wing bones.
Yeah. So, yeah. So if you look in here, you see how it's same structure as this, but hollowed out more, spaced out a lot more, right? Which makes this really, really light. What happens though when you break a bone is your body tries to fix itself, right? Your body's amazing at healing. So what it does is that your marrow goes into those spaces there and fills it up. And then it starts to harden over time. And actually a break is stronger than the original bone around it. But neat thing about your bones too is that that's where your white blood cells come from. And do you know your white blood cells do?
I found a bone on a trail, and I couldn't identify what it was.
Oh, there's all sorts of parts of them that look very similar.
White blood help get rid of diseases in the body.
Yeah, it's part of your immune system. And they're made here. Parts of your body. The best part of your body that makes them is actually your femur. Which is this part here. Can you tell me what this part is?
Humors.
You're a humerus, yes.
I got from
it's
this.
It's not very funny, but it works. Wah, 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 wah,
I have
wah.
a question.
Yes.
Why do you have this thing on there?
Why? Because this sits on a stand.
Oh.
This is part of a
It would be cool if you put it like a
display.
mask.
I have one at home that I did turn into a mask because I collect skulls and bones and rocks and sand.
Where do you get them?
I work outside every day.
They're in the woods everywhere.
You just gotta look.
Just gotta look around.
Once I found robots and battled them.
Oh, that's cool.
So we were using super glue. I got it on my finger, then I was going like this.
And you were stuck.
And I was stuck like this, like, and then I just went like this,
Oh.
and it came off.
Wow, that was lucky though. It's that fast though, isn't it?
It was like, it was weird,
Instructions
because
are not very
I
clear
put it back, and I took it off, and it was only a little bit sticky. It was like,
Yeah.
this is like super glue.
And then suddenly that
Decided
last
this is
one.
a project that we're going to have to do amongst all groups.
Yeah, I kind of was hoping I thought they were going to have some of these things because I kind of heard it was like.
1.5 TSP, and TSP is teaspoon. That's right. Yeah. So are both of these jars the same thing?
Yeah, they definitely are. So that's your agar powder.
So
And
who hasn't done something yet? You haven't done something yet? Okay.
If you guys are interested in trying this at home, agar can be purchased at specialty food stores or online. I ordered mine off of Amazon.
Okay, and someone can stir that one. Do we have a spoon to stir? Right there, buddy. Okay, Seth? Or Jacob? Hey, Jacob? Yeah. Good. Okay. You want to do one? Can you do it into the red? That should be good. Pop it on in. Seth, do you want to come stir the red one?
Can I get that blue one from you? It looks pretty good and mixed.
And Remy, do you want to come stir this green one once we got the agar in? Oh, there's spoons. There's a spoon there.
How long does it have to boil?
You just have to bring it to a hard
Remy,
boil.
this one's yours to stir.
And then after that, we just turn down the heat and let it simmer for just a quick second.
Here you go, right here.
Yeah, you bet.
Thank you very
Especially
much.
if we're using only a little bit of liquid in a big pot. There's more surface area, and so that means it's going to boil faster.
Would it depend on the height or just
It would depend on both, as well as how much liquid's in it. Because this one's really wide and thin, it'll boil faster. If it was taller, and like this, the liquid would take a bit more compact, so it would boil a little bit slower.
What's this stuff?
That is stuff that's solidified already.
And it's hard, like, for all the
Just from the last card, that's all.
Okay, I'll grab those pots from you guys.
Good job. You want to pass the pot to her?
And once you go out the top, but also move to the side.
Now if I could get you guys to get me 3 cups ready. Oh yeah, absolutely. Some kids really liked the taste of them. Some kids were like, that's a weird texture. But yeah. Just gonna let this one cool a second before I pour it into the plastic cup.
Do you guys want to come over on this side here so you can see her? She'll pour it in front of us. Over here, kids, just so you're not getting burnt by a pot by her moving pots. Yeah, or even on this end, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay, she'll bring it over and pour it out, and then she'll get you to do what she wants to do. Seth, can you come around so you don't get burnt by a pot, please? Thank you.
So now what's gonna happen, as soon as these are boiled and have a chance, you guys are each gonna grab a pipette. And this is cold canola oil of science. So it's just cold canola oil.
It's the magical oil from space.
Yeah, this is when it's gonna get cool.
No, it's not cold oil, it's magical space oil.
Magical space
So,
oil.
That's what it's called now.
what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab one of these pipettes. I'll do a quick demonstration first. You're gonna squish some up. And you're gonna do little drops on the top. And see how it turns into a little sphere?
Oh, because of how cold the oil is and
Yes.
how hot.
Cools it down so fast.
Oh, look at the
they're
bubbles, look.
Okay, so grab a pipette, go ahead. Sometimes it gets a little globby in the pipette, and then you just gotta kind of squish it out.
Be very careful not to tip that cup, because it's probably going to burn you if it does hit you.
First or last, everyone's gonna get a turn. No
Oh
worries.
yeah, there's gonna be plenty for everyone to do.
They're starting to stink really fast now.
Once you've had a turn, maybe let someone else in to have a turn, and then we can always go back.
It provides thrust, right?
So you got fuel. All right. So what happens to the fuel? What are you gonna do with the fuel?
Put it in the fuel tank?
Yeah.
Yes. And then what happens to the fuel?
It's green. You stuff? How? True. I'm turning into a creeper. Oh my gosh. So how are you gonna use the fuel? How are you gonna use your fuel, guys? How are you gonna make your rocket
Fuel.
go
What
up?
do you think to make the rocket go?
Oh. By fire. Okay, you're gonna burn your fuel? By shaking it up and then putting it upside down in the air. Is that a real rocket though? Would you do that? No. Like what we're building, we shake up the bottle, but quickly turn it upside down so the cap goes, like the cap stays on the ground, but all the pressure's going downwards where we need it to go. Okay. To knock off the top. So you got the right concept, but we're talking about real rockets. So when you're burning fuel, what does that produce? Gas, you got it, right? And where does the gas want to go?
It expands.
Where does the gas want to go? Yes. Wait. That is not the question I'm answering. Yes. If you have a leak in your fuel tank, the fuel could come out, and since fire's coming out of the rocket ship to boost it up, kaboom. Kaboom. Hey. Kaboom. Drew, you're sick. Your face is green. Just go. It fires. Why? Because it's like the pressure of those two. What's the pressure being made from?
I guess
The water and the
So what we did is we amalgamated everybody.
When you put seltzer in water, what does the reaction create? Gas. It creates a gas. It creates carbon dioxide. And when we create enough carbon dioxide, the pressure is going to get so strong in our film canister that it's going to pop the lid off. So what we're going to do, and this happen really quickly.
Is everybody listening?
Alright, so you're going to take your Alka-Seltzer tablet, and you're going to crush it up. You're going to put it inside your film canister, and as soon as you do, you're going to put on the cap really tight. Then you're going to put it inside your Play-Doh container, down. Probably
put it in
here, so you can then after we can just flip it upside down. Do you want to try it that way?
Like that.
Okay, let's try
But
that.
then
And then get out of the way.
Yeah. Okay. So does everybody understand what's going on?
Just crush it up, nice and even.
You did too.
In your hand,
Just break it.
It's really easy.
Okay. How are you doing there? Oh, you're doing it into the cap? You might want to do it into your hand. It might be easier to put it into the canister, maybe, no?
No, have them try it out.
Okay, well, go ahead. Are you doing two?
You have to go faster.
You two?
I'm gonna avoid two things, so. No, I just split them in half.
Okay,
Oh,
so
did you?
Lucas and you guys are just doing it together?
Yeah.
Don't put it in yet.
No, I'm waiting. She's doing hers more.
And then you guys do that.
So
You
you're
put
doing
it in at the same time.
You're doing two?
No, they're just doing one. So
Okay.
Can
we
go,
go,
Do
go,
one at a time, okay?
Did you put it all in? You missed some.
Put your lid on tight.
Three.
Upside down
Yay.
in there.
Out of the way. Now get out of the way. Out of the way.
Oh,
Ours is going to go. It's gonna go straight up. Get out of the way, guys.
put
leaked.
your
Your
face,
face
don't
out
put
of
your
the way.
face
Move
in-
your face out of the way.
Lucas.
It leaked. Oh, okay. It leaked. That's okay.
It popped.
Did you see that?
Results. I think you should look at the handwriting a little bit more, though, Logan. Maybe you can help look at the handwriting.
I did.
If one thing is so much messier than the other.
I think
It
maybe
says
look at the similarities
five
of some of the
milliliters.
letters, the way it's written. I think you'll find they're a little more similar than you think they are. Maybe.
No. No. I see
don't
milk.
put water in.
Evidence fingerprint.
But look at, it's not going to say the same
the
thing.
evidence.
Look at the way the person writes their letters.
Look at a G there. And
You want to put too much in?
do they write the G the same way?
No, not at all. Yeah.
Look at the word one.
So now we're gonna put in vinegar, right?
One at the
What we
bottom.
do is we squeeze the top.
One.
Yeah.
Stuff
It's
the
the
vinegar
exact
and
same.
Yeah,
No, actually
very
it's not.
similar. I
This
think
one
they're-
it has a blank piece. This one's just blank.
I think
These
it's there. I
were-
think it's just in the flow.
You want to put in a good amount. And then you're
Let's
gonna
see
check
what
for what are
else.
you gonna check for?
Is there an O?
No? When we
Or
put
bubbles
vinegar,
up
yeah.
here or no bubbles?
Exactly.
The O, the G, look at the G in give, look at the G in eggs.
These were match.
Alright, that looks pretty similar.
Yeah.
I think that's good. Alright.
Maybe the
Is there
S, look at
bubbles?
the S at the end of dollars, and the S at sugar, beginning of sugar, they
Or
look the
apples.
same.
That looks
They're
very
apples.
similar.
Is there
yeah.
bubbles?
Oh, so sorry.
I think your handwriting. I think they're a match. It's hard to tell because they're different things. But so I would
No.
Logan, I would switch that
Alright,
from no
so what
match
does it
to
say if
match.
there's no bubbles?
No.
The powder is sugar.
Or
Source of-
salt.
or salt. Sodium.
That's
carbon
absolutely
dioxide.
no match.
No, I was.
Well, you don't know if it's sugar or salt.
So if you look, actually, guys, you can see this is hard because this one
Nope.
is a little faded, but you can see some of the
So take one
colors
of
up
these
here
and
and the
put
colors
some
up
on your
here.
finger.
I know they don't look very similar, but
Yeah, you got
these
it.
are a pretty good match.
Yeah.
So you can actually change your chromatography one to match as well.
So I'm just gonna put all of them match now.
No,
What does
just-
it taste like?
Just those ones. You're gonna move on to the
There
next.
is a murder right there. It's a dead fly. I killed it.
Okay.
I'm supposed to go to jail now? Does it taste like sugar?
Oh, there'll be lots of time for
Alright,
that.
so we'll write down on your piece of paper that it was sugar.
Oh, no. Thank you very much.
Where? What?
I'm gonna.
Which one? There's this one. There's that one.
We write
What was
down
the,
here. This is
what was the little
no,
test
here.
tube
This
with
is
these
your
little-
suspect.
little-
So chemical analysis. It was sugar.
What's that?
Were you using these?
Yeah, I can read it.
Okay, well I changed it from Green to Logan.
Of course, that makes
Okay.
sense because the donut.
But it's not Logan, it's Greta.
Yeah.
It's Greta.
And do you remember what we found at
This
the
needs to
scene
go
of
back
the-
in your
scene of the
kit too.
crime?
For me.
Do you remember what we found at the scene of the crime? What powder it was? No, it was baking soda. Yeah.
Now just hold on until the next, and you guys will move on to the next group in a moment, okay? Make sure this goes back in your bag too. We're gonna need these all day, so.
So is it a match? Is it the same thing?
Baking soda.
No? So we're gonna say no match. Alright, you guys are ready. Move on. You did a great job, by the way.
Plate that you use so you know whose blood belongs to which plate.
So do you understand that? Few drops. Made it hard to squish.
Some of them maybe,
If you need any help, just ask.
yeah, don't hesitate.
It's a good one, Seth. Yeah, everyone's doing okay? And I think you need to put some in each one, okay?
Each little
On each well.
in each rock.
Yeah.
Do it on each one for the same guy. So is that guy from here? Or
Make sure you get some in A.
if you want to finish this guy here first, right?
It's okay if that one's mixed, but yeah, just make sure you keep them
Try
all the
not to,
same one.
yeah. And don't forget that.
You want some housekeeping now? It's pretty bad, isn't it? I'd probably help you with this one, and you can finish that one.
And then make sure you put your thing beside the one you just did so you know who was who, okay? You can become lab scientists, that's really important. Good.
All those mix-ups.
What went wrong?
Yeah.
Now make sure you put this one beside this one and then do the same on the other.
Just try to put maybe a little bit less, just so we have some room to add some of the anti-syrup there.
Now put this, wait, before you start, put that one over there. Good. There you go.
Afterwards would we
Does anybody else need to squeeze
Yeah,
these
I'll get to that
bottles?
in just a second. Yeah.
Perfect.
You're missing one there though.
I know, she needs to use it for a second.
Oh, so we want to have only just one in each. So this one here is just supposed to have this one here.
I know, these two are the same.
Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't notice.
Yeah, they have the same name on them.
I see, I see.
Remember when you said not too full because you have to add something else to it, right?
So the next part here, what we're gonna do is all of you are gonna add just 2 drops of these only to the A wells. Notice how the blue one says anti-A? So we're only gonna add to the A wells in each plate.
The A.
So just the A
2
wells,
drops in the
add
A.
the blue.
So how many drops do you want?
Just 2 drops. And try not to make the solution touch the tip of the bottle. Try to make it just a little bit above the solution.
That's 1, 2. No, yeah. You can set that aside. Sure. Good job.
Did y'all get it in? Fast.
Yeah, they are fast here.
Oh, yeah, nice, yeah.
No.
There we go.
Alright,
Wait,
now,
your
actually, sorry, I
instructions.
forgot one thing. So see those toothpicks in front of you? I want you to mix those A-wells that you just added that blue solution to.
Just the A.
Just
No,
the
no,
A-wells.
just the A.
Just mix them in there, yeah.
Good job.
This way we make sure it's nice and uniform. And just to prevent cross-contamination, I want you to give me all those toothpicks back. And I'll give you new toothpicks. Just leave them in my hand.
So if you're in a real lab, you wouldn't want to mix anybody's blood with anybody else's blood, right? It might give a false situation. So when he's asking for the toothpicks, it's perfectly agreement.
You mix both of them? Alright. So now we're going to do the exact same we just did, but now with the B wells. Only the B wells using
And
the
the
yellow
yellow.
solution.
So
Down at
B
the
and
bottom.
B and B. And just 2 drops, remember. 1, 2. Good. 1, 2. Now, perfect. And then mix again. You guys are fantastic. And just in the B.
You've added the B's and
in the
mixed?
B.
Excellent.
Just in the B.
Oh, there's one there.
Good. When you feel like it's mixed, then just hold on to your toothpick carefully, and when it's time, it'll be collected. Perfect.
So just hold off the green one for a second. I want to explain something about that.
Okay, don't touch so it doesn't spill. Oh,
Those
no,
are
yellow's
added?
done.
Oh,
There we go. Good. And just hands by your sides. Not green yet.
So
Not yet.
with that one, let's got one.
There we go.
Okay, so the green one is different because this one is going to determine, this is the RH one I was talking about, this is going to determine if it's a positive or a negative. Okay, so doing the same thing, let's just 2 drops into only the RH wells.
So this is the RH. RH.
Just 2 drops.
You guys are way ahead of me. I've never done this experiment before, this guy. This is so
Well done. That's a lot of instructions. You're really handling it very good.
very good. Good job, guys. Just a little stir in the RH. Oh, careful.
Mine don't look much different.
Good job. Now hold the toothpick till it's time for collection.
I can see one of the B ones has.
Yeah, they're going to start changing already. That's why.
Mine
It
has
takes
yellow
5
dots
to
on
10
it.
minutes though.
Oh yeah, mine has yellow dots.
Yeah, you should see kind of, kind of coagulation like that, of a bit of a chunkiness. kind of showing up.
Yeah, I see it.
Look at that one. You see this one?
For some of
Yeah,
them.
you have it.
If you don't see it, that doesn't mean nothing. That doesn't mean something wrong happened. Some of them are not supposed to show it.
Did not shake it. It's alright.
Take your hand away. It's already begun now.
You ready to catch it?
You've already put it in the chamber. You back away. Yeah, next time shake it more.
I hear it. No, it's coming.
I think it
No,
popped.
it already popped.
Oh!
See?
Like
Oh yeah, I think I know why. You're putting too much
Like
water
that.
in.
Actually, yeah, a bit more.
I hear it.
A teeny bit more. Okay, yeah.
Oh!
So now let's rinse it off.
Right on the shelf. No.
Okay, now you rinse it off.
Okay. Yeah. Now we're gonna rinse it off with some water.
What about these?
Yep, we're gonna rinse those ones too. Give it a little shake. Now we're gonna
Grinding them up.
Here's our cup.
Yeah, I think that's enough. They're going straight on.
Let's pour that right in there.
Oh, look how many there are.
I know, I put lots of blues in there. Yeah.
This is fun. Okay, Cheyenne, you hold the cup and everybody can have a taste.
I'm gonna taste the orange. Hey, let me get some orange.
Okay, just pull it. Stop
There's
pulling
no
it.
need to push. There's tons for everybody.
Oh, no orange.
Got them.
Don't try the orange. I don't like it. Probably don't like it.
I rather try green.
Is it good?
Yeah. I don't have time to get sick.
Orange is
No.
No, it's not.
We've got a couple more colors here for you guys.
Oh, new ones.
Yeah.
I'm putting the blue in.
Oh, this blends in really good.
Here, want to get one?
Well, if everyone.
Guys, get and some purple.
That one doesn't work.
Can you pass those?
Oh, that's a lot.
But I know her mom said she's
Yeah, grab a big log of red. And blue.
I know, I'm going to grab a lot of blue. I want to finish the cup of blue.
Oh, yeah. Look, I mixed all those three all together.
Oh, a new color. New color? You did good.
Oh, is this? I don't know what it is, but I want to try it.
It's blueberry. Oh yeah, true. Some goes on this side. Hopefully the horn doesn't blow soon. Ah no.
Well, we'll take your hard work and we'll maybe the next group can build on it, add to it. What were you trying to build?
I was trying to build like something that went like this. It was supposed to be like that, and then it would push up.
Oh yeah.
And like, say I could put something on here.
Yeah.
And then it would come off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
My cap was kind of just for show. At first, I wasn't really sure what I was gonna make. Okay, so now I'm going to. I need some helping. I have a hook thing right here.
Okay. You want to put one right there?
Yeah.
All right.
How am I gonna attach this to the top here? Like, make it stay there.
Well, I think what we'll do then is we'll have to gather.
And that's what we're going to do today.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Fingerprints. Yes.
Segue.
Why are fingerprints a good way of finding a person who...
Because every fingerprint is different?
Yeah, exactly. And did you know that you have the same fingerprints from when you're born to when you die? Always the same fingerprint.
Even if you get a scar on your finger,
Well, I guess
like
it would
with a
change.
scanner. If it's like if you have a fingerprint password, if you get a scar, you can still go in.
Yeah. Oh, it would still work?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It still would work.
See the... We even earlier today, we did a little test, like, because I mean we all know that every fingerprint's different, but my son was one of the people here, and so we put my thumbprint next to his thumbprint, and they weren't even the same kind of, like, because there's different kinds of fingerprints.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of interesting to see that. Yeah.
Or
Genetic.
Genetic.
Yeah.
That doesn't have a part in it. Eh?
Yeah. Which was it would be different, but maybe the same kind.
Yeah. Do you guys know any other ways people try and figure out who did the crime?
Footprints.
Footprints, yeah.
Chemicals, like they mix chemicals to applied to fingerprints to see if they can find any blood or anything.
They do that. That's kind of like DNA testing, right? Yeah. Yeah. So what we're going to be doing today is we are going to figure out what white powder was left at the scene of the crime, and each person, each suspect, has also a white powder left on them. So we're going to figure out which person matches up to the scene of the crime.
You haven't told them what the crime was yet.
The crime, you guys, is a zombie apocalypse, and there's only one cure for it, and the people in this lab have found that cure, but someone stole it, and it's got to be one of the people in the lab, right? So we're going to figure out which one it was, and each person has a story, so you can kind of maybe guess. But we can't just guess, right? Because we might get it wrong. Yeah, we're going to be in groups. So that's why we have a bunch of different things set up, so that we can try and find out, get a bunch of evidence together to make a person the real true suspect of the crime.
So we want you guys to partner off into groups of 2. One of them will be 3, but go with people that you haven't been a partner with at any of the other stations. So mix it up a little bit.
Okay.
Alright. So
who we got? These were together?
Look how big it is, William.
There you go, Caitlin. Perfect.
Okay, I've asked you to put those down 2 or 3 times now, Riley. Thanks.
Good.
You'll get to use them in a minute, okay? But
yep. You guys are going to have fun. This was the ransom note. Someone left a note at the scene of the crime saying, give me $1 billion by Friday, and then you'll get your secure back.
I will take that.
Why don't we give them that one back?
You don't know who it is. And also, why would you want to give them $1 billion? That's a lot of money.
You could just buy the cure again.
But you don't know what it was.
And you don't know if they're actually going to give it the cure back or not.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the fingerprint they found. So we're going to compare this fingerprint to the suspects you guys are given. And
our tent blew away.
Oh no.
One of our tents blew away.
There goes the evidence.
Okay.
And also, the ransom note was written with a special pen. Each person has a special pen they write with. So we're going to try and identify which kind of pen they wrote by their ink. And so we have collected ink from the note. And we're going to use chromatography to do that. Does anybody know what chromatography is? No? There's a lot of different types of chromatography.
Is this actually true?
Some people do this, yeah. And this is like...
No, is it true about someone that twisted?
No. It's a scenario.
That
You
part's
really
just
think
the
it's a
story.
zombie apocalypse?
But all the things that we're doing are real.
Yes.
But the story is a pretend.
Yeah. Alright. So, chromatography is a way to separate different particles. And we're doing ink chromatography. So we're separating different colors in the ink using a filter paper. And what happens is the different colors have a different size of particle. So they're going to move up at different places because the smaller the particle, the further they're going to be able to move through the pores of the filter paper. Yeah. So
each color has a different size molecule. Is that what you're saying?
So what you're going to do we're going to do this one first, and we'll show you the other stuff in a minute because this one takes a little bit of time. So in your suspect package, you're going to have a little thing of ink. Okay. Being careful not to spill it everywhere. You're going to open it up. You're going to take this little glass tube. And you know, like when you're playing with your drink and you take a sip of your straw and you put your finger over it and then the drink stays in, and then you let go. We're going to do the same thing, but we're not going to suck on it. We're just going to stick this in, stick our finger on, went out.
Magical.
And it's magic. And then I'm going to close this. And then we're going to put a line. We're going to draw a line with the ink on the little filter paper here, okay? Now we don't want to do it too low because we don't want the ink to be in the water. But we don't want it to be too high, otherwise it'll take forever for the water to get to it. So about a third of the way up, like this. And you're just going to draw a line across like that, okay? That's simple. And then we're going to stick the pointy end into the water. And we're just going to let it sit there for a few minutes, and hopefully the wind doesn't just blow it over.
Yep. And the water is going to diffuse up through the filter, and it'll drag the ink particles along with it and separate them.
So as you can see, the water's starting to suck up on the paper. So in a few moments it'll hit the ink, and we'll see what it does.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
we're going to do chemical analysis. Each person has a white powder left on them because they each have stuff to do with food. They love to bake or something like that. So this is the stuff that we found at the scene of the crime, and how we try and figure out what white powder it is, because there's lots of different white powders, right? You guys can think of a couple.
Baking powder,
Yeah.
baking soda,
Yeah.
flour,
and salt and sugar, right? Yeah.
Some gum.
Pardon?
Some gum. That's white.
gum?
Oh, some
Sorry. Alright, so we put a little bit of the white powder in the test tube. And we don't need much, but we need enough to make a reaction, right? And so, after that, we grab some water. Pardon? I'll help you. So we pour some in the test tube, but we don't fill it up all the way because we need to shake it up. And when we shake it up, what do you think is going to happen? Anybody?
That's right, science. That's
Science?
what's going to happen.
Well, it's either going to dissolve or it's going to blow up. It's going to not dissolve and it's going to be white. So if it dissolves, it'll be clear. You can see through it. So when we shake it up and let it have a chance to either dissolve or not, we can kind of see. You guys can see through that, right?
Yeah.
So what we call that is it's translucent when you can see through it. And if it's white and milky, you won't be able to see through it. It'll be like the lid of this. It'll look white.
It'll be really obvious. It'll be really obvious you can't see through it.
Yeah. And so we follow this flow chart to make it simple. And so it says here if it's translucent, we're going to add 2 drops of phenolphthalein. And we have 2 indicators here. This one's phenolphthalein. And it's an acid-base indicator. Do you guys know about acids and bases? You might have learned about it in the rocket section. Yeah? Okay, so if it's a base, the phenolphthalein is going to turn it pink, like this. It'll look like this. Yeah. And if it's not a base, then it won't have a reaction, so it'll stay clear. So we're going to do 2 drops of phenolphthalein. And does it look like it's pink?
No.
No? So it's not a base then, right? Alright, so we've narrowed it down. Pardon?
Do you have to be in a group?
Yes.
Yeah. So we pour that out and we're going to add a little bit more of our white powder so that we can do another test to see if we can narrow it down even more. Alright, and this time we're going to use vinegar. Does anybody know why we use vinegar? Nope. Do you know what happens?
Were you at the rockets already?
Yeah.
Have you ever done the baking soda and vinegar volcano?
Yeah.
Yeah, what happens?
It fuzzes up.
It fuzzes up? Why?
Because the chemical substance in the baking soda doesn't get along with the chemical substance in vinegar.
Well, actually, they get along quite well. They start a reaction that makes CO2 gas, which is carbon dioxide. That's the air that we breathe out, right? So if we put this vinegar in, what do you guys think is going to happen?
Boom. Something.
It might bubble up or it might not. So if it bubbles up, do you guys know what that means?
Baking soda.
Yeah. So you guys can see bubbles, and you can also hear the bubbles if you listen closely.
Okay.
Can you hear bubbles?
Yeah.
No? You want to hear? Bubbles? Can you hear them? Yeah? Alright, so the white powder at the scene of the crime was baking soda. And we're gonna give you guys sheets so that you can follow along with your evidence that you find.
It gives us some structure. Because if you didn't have it, you'd be a puddle or you'd be a worm.
Yeah.
Right? And that would be just kind of really weird looking.
And your skeletons help you move. Like they have all the joints and stuff like that.
Yeah, all those parts do. But it doesn't help you move. That's your muscle system and your tendons. Your tendons are like elastic bands. We'll go over that over there for a second. What else does it do? You were right that it does protect you to a point, but what does it protect? What would go into that hole?
We learned about this. Meat.
Yeah, and it comes out of the back of here. What lives inside here?
I know. Your blood.
There's lots of it in you.
I got it. Like your.
You're thinking with it right now.
I know.
You're using it really hard.
It's starting to smoke.
I forget what it is.
Your brain.
Yes.
Your brain is in here, and what comes out of your brain is your spinal column.
That's what it was.
Your spinal column's all your nerves, and it goes down the ridge of your spine, and it branches out in each of these little gaps all over your body. And that's how your body moves, tells how you do everything. That's why, like, when someone breaks their back or gets in a bad car accident, they break or sever their spinal column, they can't use that part from whatever part it breaks from. So it's really important. Your skeleton system, like your spine and stuff, protects you from all sorts of harm.
So say if you like broke it around the middle, you could only like bend your back a little.
Yep.
And like and you'd have to like walk
At
like
certain
this.
points. It all depends. If you break your, like, because you have 7 vertebrae in your neck. Giraffes have 7 vertebrae in their neck.
Yeah.
Whales have 7 vertebrae in their neck. The base model for all living creatures that are mammals follow roughly the same pattern. It's just changed slightly. But like for your spine and everything, all creatures have the same amount, which is kind of neat.
Can we go over there?
In a second, because we're going to go over a few more things here first. Now I lost my train of thought. Oh! Yeah, just protection stuff there. What is this? Is this bone or is this keratin?
Keratin.
Bone.
Bone. It's keratin.
It's bone.
Bone or keratin? I think it's keratin.
Either one? 50-50?
No,
okay. Antlers are bones.
I got
This
it
is keratin.
I got it
But the neat thing about them is that if you look in here, you see where it's spongy. Here, I'll grab that other one that's cut up a bit.
You can actually see, right, if you look in the center. Yeah, it's all kind of spongy, just like when we were looking in here. Very
Just
similar.
more densely packed together.
Oh, you put off that shit.
This one was.
You didn't feel it.
This thing was long dead.
It's gone.
But how does it grow them? Do you know? Do you know why they grow them?
Meristematic tissue at the end of
I know why they grow them. I know why they grow them, not
Why?
why they have them.
Why?
Because
I know why they
fight
have
off
them.
predators, because the sharp spikes can actually hurt a wolf or something.
Definitely for protection.
For protection, and I know I'm gonna say this in front of all of you guys because I know to fight for a mate.
Yes. Show off.
To show off. That's
Yeah,
why.
exactly. To fight for mates. And neat thing about different ones here is like this is an elk one here.
Whoa!
This
is
is
a moose.
a smaller one too.
This is a moose.
Nope, that's not a moose.
That is a moose.
Yeah.
That is a moose.
That's a moose there.
That's
This is a moose
another
right
moose.
here.
So,
There's a way to tell them apart as well. So you have a deer, you have an elk, and you have a
Kinda
moose.
looks like a stretch out.
Now the moose has this big, long, almost looks like a hand, a palm.
Yeah,
Looks
it
like
kinda
a
looks like
weird
a
webbed
stretch.
hand.
Yeah, it looks
Whereas
like a
with
weird
your elk,
stretch with an extra
they
guys-
tend to have a
No, my hand
main
looks like
trunk that everything comes off of.
Like a tree.
And with
Yeah.
the deer, they don't have a main trunk. They have part of a main trunk, but they branch off. Like you see, maybe if this one had grown a little lot longer, he would have had 2 coming out here later on.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Yeah, these ones are pretty cool.
My mom found a lot of those.
what do you think this is from?
Isn't that
A bear.
a planning
Herbivore?
Cow?
Well, it'd be a deer or an elk of some sort.
Oh, is it a smaller version of that?
A smaller elk.
Yay!
But why do you think their jaw's so tough like this?
Because they're little and predators might eat them.
Compared to, say, this one, which is a lot smaller and thinner.
You have to eat a lot more plants to get full, and you eat less meat, so you don't need a strong enough jaw.
The reason they're a lot bigger, exactly, is they're doing grinding with their jaws.
Yeah.
Right.
Remember.
Eric will show you here with this one. That's actually how they eat. They don't eat like
Teeth
this.
are coming out that way.
Their teeth
Oh, yeah.
are actually kind of
I'm okay with
going
that.
back and forth when they chew. They're kind of grinding everything up that they eat.
But as like meat eating, they actually chew like us.
Yeah, up and
Very
down.
similar, yeah.
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 Don't wreck
So-
it, don't pull it out.
You look at this right here. This is all muscle.
You've been in
it's
there enough,
rubber,
okay?
yeah.
You guys can
Yeah.
leave the
So,
poor bear alone.
Yeah, it's already taken enough abuse. But like something like this, its jaw is big, and it's different than that one there. Lots of muscle still, but different uses of it. That's up and down. This one here, its muscle goes up and over. That one goes down and over.
You can see the
So-
teeth on these are kind of dull right now, but they tend to be sharper, so it's more of a cutting instrument than these teeth, where they're more of a grinding.
I've seen lions do this.
Yeah. Crunch.
Yeah, and that's because these are all kind of like a sharp, really sharp teeth in
Nephew
comparison.
What else do we have
That's a
here?
really crazy bobcat. I want to see the paw.
The paw? You
That one's pretty fragile.
Yeah,
You
you
can
can
pick
look
it
at this
up,
one.
A little while, and the water's gonna come shooting at you too. So hold the trigger.
Woo! That sprayed me, not him.
Yeah. Keep holding it.
That was fantastic launches. This is the last launch, you guys. Everybody watch.
Come back.
Keep going.
Maybe wait till this one. Wait, hon.
Well, keep
Maybe
going.
wait till
Keep
this
going.
one
Don't
launches.
stop.
You're going to get wet. But careful. Okay. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2.
I'm not sure why it's not going. Whoa.
Woo! Right timing.
Ooh,
I
that was
said
a good-
blast off. Give me a countdown for 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Oh, look at that. We're covering the rockets! Run! We're covering the rockets!
Went over the trees.
I told you the smaller ones fly better. All the groups. That's cool. How does it suck it back?
Well, because this is a seal, so that it creates a vacuum in there. So if I'm pushing there and when I pull it back, this is sealed, and so there's a vacuum, so that pulls the fluid back.
If there was a hole in the line, when you
It
pulled
wouldn't
back,
work.
they wouldn't work.
Try that one.
They just pull in
So
more air.
That's
Can I
that
do
one.
that one?
This one here
Oh, this is cool.
basically like how a crane works, some kinds of a crane anyway, and it's the same thing. The cylinder goes in between here, so when it extends, it pushes on this arm, lifts away. Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna have fun with this. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do.
So-
I know what I'm gonna do. I wanna use this.
You can use any of this
Yes.
stuff, and I will get you more
Yes.
stuff
Yeah. I need
to. Now, unfortunately, we can't glue things because it just doesn't last. It doesn't glue in enough time. But there is pieces and stuff that are started here. Some things that are glued already. So you can take this stuff apart.
Do you want me to
Like
grab
you
you
can-
some water to drink?
You can take these little collars off here. These little pieces of
You okay?
tubing.
Except for this one.
Does
This
anybody
one's
want some
glued
water to
on.
drink? You guys okay with water? You don't have your you don't have your thing.
Yeah,
if you
some
want.
of them, there's a few glued pieces, but you can take some of the stuff apart. You see how this one works? If you push on right here.
Yeah.
See? But you guys can, the other kids have started these things, so you can see what you can come up with.
Okay, I want to
Don't stand there, bud. Out of the way. Move that way. Move that way. Okay. We're lucky to hit the trigger. Hold it. And just hold it there till it launches.
That goes fast. Much faster than the pump. On the treadmill. Ah! Thank you, Daddy.
Just here.
Go.
Go.
Charlotte, you're
on.
Showtime. All right. Hello, everybody. How are you today? Good. I'm glad to hear it. I've heard you guys have had a busy day already packed with science, which is amazing. My name is Charlotte, and I came here from, anyone know where? Yeah, Science World of Vancouver, that's right. I flew here this morning, brought all my sweet science gear that I'm super excited to show you guys. Maybe, can I see a show of hands? Has anyone been to Science World before? Maybe?
I have.
What?
I haven't been.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing that you guys could go all the way there.
So it's fairly memorable then.
Awesome. But you know what? It's even easier when we can bring all the stuff to you, and it's kind of fun too to do a show like outside. So I'm going to show you guys a bunch of cool science stuff. But you know, I only have 2 hands, so I might need some help. Yeah. I didn't give them no shortage of helpers. I'll tell you what I look for in a volunteer. A hand up, you guys already got that down. I also look for volunteers who are sitting flat on their butt and not going, me, me, me. And I also look for volunteers who are doing something with their face. Maybe it's a smile. Maybe it's a weird face. Maybe it's like, I'll let you guys decide. But those 3 steps, butt down, hand up, smile on. I may call you today to help me out. For now, rest your arms down. Rest your arms. Don't want to get tired. The other thing I'll let you guys know before I get started, if at any point you guys see something super cool, and you turn to your neighbor and go, whoa, that was amazing! That's awesome. But if I need your attention back on me, you'll notice I'll just sort of stand here with my hand up. And that means I need your attention again, because if you're all talking, you guys can't hear me. Sound like a deal? Yeah. All right, wonderful. To start off, I'm going to do one that everyone can participate in, a warm-up, if you will, to test your observational skills. How you're watching, how much information you're taking in. For example, right now you're observing. I'm holding a metal cup. Is there anything in my metal cup?
No. Yes.
What's in a metal cup?
Air.
Nice, fair enough. I've got a metal cup full of air. But wait, I actually have 2 metal cups.
3.
Oh, we've got some keen observers. We can see.
4.
I actually have 3. Yeah, I only have 3. I wish I could keep going. So I've got these 3 cups. They're full of air. But in a moment, I'm going to change that by adding water to one of the cups. If you're observing, you'll see which cup the water goes in. Everyone's watching closely. This is excellent. I'm going to put it right. Spill a little, that's okay. All right. So now you'll probably know if you're observing where that water is. But I'm going to try and scramble them and see if you can follow where that water is. Is it in this cup?
No.
This cup?
No.
This cup?
Yes.
All right, let's test it out. We'll see if you're right. I'll pour this cup into this other cup. If you see water come out, give yourself a pat on the back. Don't pat your head. Oh, there it is. All right, well done. I see we have some keen observers here.
We know we're not right anymore.
This is going to be a tough trick. All right, round 2. Now it's starting in this cup right here on the end. A little faster this time. Who is that?
I know where it is.
Is it in this cup?
No.
This cup?
No. Yes.
All right. You've got a very unanimous decision here. Give yourself a pat on the back if you see that. Oh, there it is. You guys are good.
Eyes are open.
All right. Third
lightning, starting in this cup right here. Eyeballs watching. Here we go.
Do it super fast.
Let's go. Okay. Wait. Okay. This cup.
No. No.
Are you sure it's not in this cup?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
You're sure?
Yeah. No.
I'm sure. Excellent. So, no. This cup?
No. Yes. Yes. Yes.
What? All right. Wait a minute. Hold on. Something's happened here. Let me just investigate. Woo. Does anyone have a guess or a prediction? Where did my water go? Yes, in the yellow. Where do you think it went?
There was actually no water.
There was no water at all. I just tricked you with an illusion.
Yeah.
Fair prediction. But the water is somewhere. It's real. Where do you think it is? There is some on the table. You're totally right. A little bit I spilled at the beginning. But there should be like a cup full of water somewhere. Oh, there's one more prediction. Is that water? What do you think? Oh, I managed to slip into this cup? Well, there is something in this cup, but it's just balloons full of kitty litter. It's not water. I pulled a little bit of a trick on you guys. Like you saw, the water was definitely not in these two cups. I took this one and poured it over my head, but nothing came out. The water is still in here. I did something really weird. The water is different now. It looks like this.
What?
Does anyone have a prediction what this might be? Maybe it's ice snow. Can I get a volunteer to help me examine this crazy thing? Yeah, and the hat. Come on up. Come on around here. What's her name? Karen. Sorry? Theron. Nice to meet you, Theron. What, you think this is ice, maybe? Oh. No. Theron's saying, no, this isn't ice. What do you think this is?
Gelatin,
Yeah,
maybe?
does ice usually do this? No. So Theron's like poking it, prodding it, and it's sort of gooey and jelly-like, isn't it?
I feel it. I feel it.
Maybe at the end of the show, we'll get a chance to see it.
Yeah. Can I take some home?
No, let me tell you what I did. Before I started this demonstration, I put a little bit of powder into one of those cups. The scientific name for it is sodium polyacrylate, and it's really, really good at absorbing water. It actually absorbed all that water I poured in and turned it into this gooey nonsense. But I bet all of you guys have done this experiment before, because sodium polyacrylate is used for something else.
Jello.
Not Jello, but what a great idea. It's actually used for something to do with babies. They put it in these white absorbent things that babies wear. Yeah. So Mary, you just touched the inside of a diaper. Give me a round of applause for Mary. We'll give a chance to touch all the diapers. All right. I'm not going to say bye. Somebody has to. All right. Thank you for your attention again. You're all warmed up now. For our next demonstration, someone mentioned, I know what that thing does. You're going to stand on it and you're going to spin around. You're right. This is a spinning platform. But I'm going to have a volunteer ride it today. Someone who's sure-footed like a mountain goat.
Like me.
Because we're going to be spinning. Like you? Who said that?
Me? I'm really good at that. I did.
Right here on the end. Come on up. Yeah. Hello, sir. What's your name? Cameron. All right. So we're going to do an experiment with Cameron here. Cameron, I'm going to get you to stand right in the middle of this spinning platform. Perfect, just like that. And now you'll see that you spin. All right. So all I need you to do is look out at the audience. You handle that? Perfect. All right, so, here. Sorry, just like this. Perfect. What? All right, how we're going to do All right, I need you to just do this because I can see you're excited to get spinning. I'm going to get you to hold on to these things. They're not microphones, they're just hand weights. You can hold them by your side for now. But in a moment, what we're going to do, I'm going to get you to hold them out like a T. So when I say arms out, bring your arms out. And when I say arms in, bring your arms in. Perfect. You can leave them in, rest them for a moment. Audience, we're going to make a prediction. In a moment, I'm going to get our spinning volunteer to put his hands out like a T. I'm going to give him a little push, start him spinning, and then he's going to bring his arms in. I want you guys to observe how that affects his speed. When he brings his arm in, does he start going faster or does he start going slower? Faster. I'm hearing excellent predictions. I think we should test it out. Faster. Are you ready? All right. Gonna give you just a little push.
This is extreme.
Bit of a slow spin. And arms in. Whoa! Arms out! All right, try it again. A little push. And a little more push. Arms in. Whoa! Arms out!
Keep them in. Keep them in.
That was awesome. Can we get a round of applause? And what did you guys observe? Do you go faster or slower? That equation balanced. When he has his arms out like this, he is making essentially a very big circle. He has a nice wide radius. And when he brought his arms in, his circle got smaller, and for that reason his speed had to get faster. Very, very cool. Thank you again, my very sure-footed volunteer. For this next demonstration, I'm going to use a very high-tech device you probably haven't seen before. It looks like this. Have you seen one? Good. So this is our science world that we're taking. She's very well seasoned and old and gross. And today I want to see if we can get, her name is Roxy, by the way, Roxy, the rubber chicken, to fly. Now, if I hold Roxy just like this, and I release her, will she soar across? No. Yes. Maybe? Let's test it out. And... Yes. 100%. I think we might need to create a force here, a pushing force to try and push Roxy over the audience. Use the cannon, that's one idea. How about, I've got this here. A slingshot. Slingshot. You guys think this could help us launch Roxy? As you can see, this is a large slingshot. I need 4 volunteers to help me operate. Yeah, and the Spider-Man shirt. And you right here, come on up. And you, and yes, right here, come on up. It's really just a spider, not a Spider-Man shirt. Oh, sorry. Okay, what's your name? Ethan, nice to meet you, Ethan. I'm going to give you this board right here. And what's your name? Jojo, nice to meet you. I'm going to get you two to take about 3 steps that way. And what's your name? Drew. 1 for you here. Whoop. And nice to meet you. Again, 3 steps that way. A little more. 2 more steps this way, and you guys come a little bit closer to me. So try and get this centered. Awesome. And now I'm going to get you guys to move forward a little bit so you're right up close to the front row. Yeah. And you guys too. Perfect.
But then I can't see.
Oh, that's okay. You'll see the chicken when he goes flying.
What about the forgetting the chicken?
Oh, and you know what? I'm going to show you a special way to hold this, because you do not want to let go of this, because then your end will go and smack into those guys. Oh, it's okay. We can hit the cord. So when you're holding your cord, take it. You already got it. And wrap it once around your hand like that. And then hold on as strong and tightly as you can. And I need you guys to hold it above your heads like this. Okay, perfect. You two one more. Whoop, there we go. Okay. And hold still like a statue. And stay perfectly still.
Over your head.
Can you use both hands? Try. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect.
No chicken.
You're right, we have to load the chicken in there. So, if I want our chicken to go flying, should I pull it like this? I should pull her back and up or down? All right, rest your arms for a moment, catapult people. Audience, in a moment, a chicken might come flying at you. Don't just sit there like this. Put your chicken blockers up and get ready. There we go. All right. I think we're ready to launch our train. All right. I think we need a countdown from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think he's okay. He's been launched a lot of times. A seasoned veteran. All right. Now I'm going to show you guys a demonstration that you can do at home if you want to. Because you might not have a chicken slingshot at home. But it's pretty easy to come by a straw and a pair of scissors. That's all you need. Now I'll teach you the steps. That's what I'm going to create here. First step is you want to flatten one end of your straw. Fingers work well, but teeth actually work the best. I'm just going to do one of these. Nice and flat. All right, so you've got one flattened end of your straw. There we go. And you want to cut that flat end so it's pointy, kind of like a pencil. Whoop. So now I've got a pointy, flat end of my straw. And I've just created an instrument that makes the most beautiful sound you'll hear all day. Are you ready? Right? Amaze your friends and family. Strobo. But hold on. We're going to add another layer to the strobo. I want you guys to make another prediction. What I'm going to do is play my strobo like beautifully like an angel. And then I'm going to trim the end, which will affect my pitch. It will either get higher like a chipmunk or get lower and very deep. So turn to your neighbor, tell them. But they're going to get higher and lower. All right. Are we ready to test it out? Yes. All right, let's see here. Going to start on this note right here. do it by hand. Heavier things are much harder to get moving. So actually, right now, having just this empty cup of flowers, is this look very heavy to you guys? No. No, it's just full of air, and these flowers, it's not very heavy, so I want to try and raise the stakes a little bit and put something big and heavy on this tablecloth. I actually need 2 helpers to help me construct something. Yeah, right here, come on up. And yeah, the pink, come on up. Oh my God, I'm Yep, exactly what I was Hey guys, what's your name? Addie, I'm going to get you to come around here. You're going to be in charge of these cups. And what's your name? Cole, it's going to be my pan man. So hold on to those, Cole. We are going to build something on this tablecloth using these cups. So we're going to make layers of cups and pans. So when I ask for cups, Addie, you just pick 4 of your favorite color, they can match, they can be whatever, and hand them to me. And Addie, do you see anything in those cups right now? Yeah. Like I've already mentioned, we have these balloons filled with kitty litter, clean kitty litter, because it adds a little bit more weight, makes it even heavier. So we've got our kitty litter cups, and then we've got pans. When I turn to you, Pan Man, perfect. 4 cups and 2 pans. Is that enough? Should we do more? No. Thank you, Pan Man. 4 cups? Good, nicely done. And Pan Man, 12. Perched daintily on top of our tablecloth with our precious flowers on top. All right. So now that we have something heavy, who predicts that when I pull out this cloth, it's going to stay exactly like that and look just as beautiful as it does right now? Not a lot of confidence. Who thinks something else might happen? Maybe it'll fall down. Maybe. All right. I think I might need a countdown. From 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How are you gonna get everything out?
Oh, don't worry about that later. Alright, boys and girls. For my next demonstration, the demonstration is called the hot seat. And answer a few questions for me. Just a couple of easy questions. Yeah, you right here. Come on up.
Jackson.
I got it. Jackson. All right, Jackson. You may have noticed I've got this weird chair up here. I'm going to get you to sit on this chair. I'll show you how to get onto it. I'll get you to hold these edges on the side and just lower your butt onto it just like that. So have a seat in the hot seat. Excellent. Now, Jackson, I'm going to start asking you some questions. And I want to see how well you can focus. Jackson, what is your favorite color? Green. All right. So far, so good. What's your favorite animal?
A snake.
Oh, good call. Love snakes. Jackson, let's see how sensitive your sense of touch is. I'll get you to close your eyes. Describe. Put out your hand straight in front of you. Describe how this feels.
A bit hard.
A bit hard? Is it smooth, rough?
It's rough.
It's rough. All right. Seems like you have a very good sense of touch. Let's try this one. Put your hand out again. Is this smooth, rough, wonderful?
I put wonderful.
Wonderful! Now, one more question. Is your seat comfortable? No. No? Do you feel like, is it terribly uncomfortable? Kind of weird?
Yes.
Kind of weird? All right. Next, I'm going to get you to stand up. You can open your eyes as well. And I want you to reveal to the audience, by removing that cloth, what you were just sitting on. So come back here with me, for the grand reveal, and pull off that cloth. And let's see what we're working with here. Jackson was sitting on about 200 nails. Does anyone think it's kind of weird that Jackson didn't get stabbed like 200 times? No. No. Oh. I think there might be some science at play here. Do you think if we just had one nail on this chair, do you think there might have been not gone so well? Yeah. Yeah, if we had just one nail, you'd probably have a nail in your butt. Because that nail would have to hold all of your weight all at one time. And that would be kind of tough. If we had two nails, same deal. You probably have 2 holes in your butt. Because those nails have to hold 50% of your weight, which is still quite a bit of weight. But when we have all these nails, each one only has to hold a little bit of your weight. So, wonderfully, you are unharmed. Can we get a round of applause for Jackson?
Nailed that one, Jackson.
All right. By a show of hands, who here has been to a restaurant before? Everybody. Everybody. All right, good. Do waiters usually carry food around like this? No. I hear a weird number of yeses. All right, prediction. If I put some food on here and swung it around like this, raise your hand if you think the food might fall off.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe. Who thinks it might stay on? Oh,
It will stay on. It will stay on.
Excellent. Maybe. Excellent. All right. Let's test this out. I'm going to start super basic with just this Best Western brand plastic cup. There's nothing inside, just air. I'm going to put it right here. Who thinks our empty plastic cup will stay on the tray?
Wait, you have to go really
Who thinks it might fall off? All right, let's give it a test. Empty plastic cup, and you'll see it stays on the tray. Perfect. Oh. Maybe. Let's go faster. Okay. Okay, I'll go a little faster. And it
needs more weight. It needs more weight.
More weight.
Fill it with water.
Fill it with water? Who thinks that's a good idea?
Don't do it fast. Don't do it fast.
That's a very cool cup.
Don't spin it fast. Don't spin it fast.
Cup with air.
Spin it as slow as you can. Spin it as fast.
Now we're going to see cup with water. Who thinks our now full cup will stay on the tray?
I think
And who thinks I might get a shout? Fair. All right. You guys right there in the best seat in the house if this goes wrong. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, You guys were exactly right. With water, it stays. Most of the water stays in the cup. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have been very, very patient. Wonderful volunteers. A wonderful audience. I have one more demonstration to show you. And you guys have been very patient. Right at the beginning, you guys were like, what did I put in? And I was like, nope, we're saving it to the very end. And now the time has come to show you what this little teeny tiny cannon does From your experiences, do cannons usually make loud sounds or quiet sounds?
Loud!
For sure, loud sounds. I want to see if we can create a loud sound with our cannon. But then
I would have done it.
Alright, I'll let you in on something. We are not going to put a projectile in our cannon. What we could do is put something in the end and try and shoot it out. Instead, I just want to make a loud sound, and I want you to observe what happens at the end of the cannon. I can't promise anything will fly out, but you might observe something. The first thing I'm going to add to our cannon is some of this stuff. You know what this is? Water. This is a little water from the tap, that's right. And I'll pour that into our cannon. Is it loud now? No. No, you're right. I think we can make it louder. I'm not going to add gunpowder, but I am going to add a different type of fuel. I got this little container here, and I'm going to add some of this stuff. Looks like a toothpaste, I know. Comes in the same sort of container, but this is a powder. What? There we go. It's called calcium carbide. It's just a gray powder. Just poured it out right there. And when calcium carbide and water mix together, they create a gas called acetylene gas that's very reactive, very combustible, which means if we add just a teeny tiny spark, we'll get a big reaction. So I haven't mixed our two ingredients yet. Don't want to make any gas yet, because I'm going to show you what we're using for our spark. It's the cutest thing ever. It's a teeny tiny little flint, and it makes a spark, boop, just like that. Look how tiny and adorable it is. Bam.
I want that.
Funnily enough, this cannon that I'm using for a long time was sold as a children's toy in the 60s. Not realizing that it was like a cannon, but don't play with cannons at home. What? Not too long.
The 60s were awesome.
All right. So like I said, I want to make a loud noise for this demonstration. So I have a set of these to cover my ears. You guys can make your own ear protectors. It's super easy. Hands flat, boop, just like that. That'll help dull the noise a little bit, because it is quite loud.
I'm not going to.
I'll give you a little countdown to 10, so you know enough is coming. And I could set this cannon off myself, but I'm wondering if there's going to be a volunteer who would assist me in launching a cannon today. Right here. Come on up. What's your name? Cheyenne, nice to meet you, Cheyenne. So I'll show you what's going to go down here. I'll mix the chemicals together. Just press the button, mix them with the audience to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. When we get to 1, your job is to put one hand here so the hand doesn't roll away on us. Other hand, and push down on that golden button. You're going to practice right now for us?
Don't press the button.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thumbs up. Perfect. You're natural. As well, because we're using our hands for the demonstration, I'll get you a set of ear protectors too. Thank you. All right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Hold on. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to mix the chemicals. I need you guys to count down to 10. And then you're going to watch. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire! You hold in there. Hit it nice and hard. I wish we could do it again, but now I have to rinse it out, reset it, because all that gross mixed up chemicals in there.
Get a rock.
But a rock? What? Did you guys observe anything?
Yeah.
What did you guys see? One hand up. What did you see?
I saw like a little smoke coming out and a little bit like fire.
Yeah, you saw some light and some heat. We made a little tiny fire in there. And some pooped at the end. Yeah, what Yeah, sort of, definitely. So that blasted light energy, we felt a little bit of heat energy. It definitely was a chemical reaction. You're 100% right about that. Thank you guys so much for being such an incredible audience. You guys have been awesome. And thank you for sharing your awesome Cub Science Jamboree with Science World. We're so happy we could be involved. And you know what? I wouldn't have got to come if not for your excellent organizers who brought us here. So let's give our campers a round of applause. And you guys stay where you are, and you're going to get instructions on what's going to happen next.
All right, first of all, we need to have a big thank you for Charlotte, who brought all the science for us here. Nobody move! I said nobody move, you're all moving. You're still breathing. All right, we have a couple of draws to do from the hydraulics section. So, talk amongst yourself for a moment. Okay, stop. Alrighty.
Okay, so everybody come visited me down at hydraulics today, and some of the Cubs helped me build some stuff. So this one is a scissor lift, and when you do this, up it goes. So we're going to draw some names, and we're going to give this one away to start with. Somebody.
We're going to get Charlotte to pick the name, so it's all fair.
Yep, I don't know any of you, so can't be rigged. I've got one. Ooh. Trevor.
Price?
Trevor Price?
Oh!
And then we built this one. It's a crane.
Whoa.
So,
Again. Okay. Noah Shaparsky from First Beaver Valley.
okay, so that's it for the draws now. But I decided, since one person built the best machine of the day, like this thing is awesome. Let's look what this does.
Whoa.
We got one cylinder there, and then we got one cylinder
That's the dog-mobile.
here.
The dog-mobile?
No, the dog.
No, it sure isn't.
There we go. Yep.
It's got a little bit of air in it now, but if we get rid of the air, then it'll work a lot better. Anyway, this young lady's name was JoJo, so if she'd like to come get her
JoJo.
and take it home.
Remember JoJo.
Alright, there's a couple more people we have to thank too. So we had some other assistants today. We had Let's Talk Science, and they helped us out today. So where are our assistants? Well, Jordan's still here. Get all the action. There we go, Jordan. Alright, so now you're going to go with your leaders back to your campsites. And I believe it's dinner time now. No, it's not dinner time now. Don't eat your dinner.
We get 1 hour to play.
That is not right either. Oh yes. There's some button making to be done. We're going to do the iron-on transfers of your items. So if you have something to iron on.
And some extra stamps.
And some extra stamps you can earn by talking
Science questions.
science questions to Chief Jenna.
I might need some help.
The first question is, why can Jenna not talk anymore?
Spike
There.
I really want it.
Right? Okay. Swing this around. All the way down.
I thought it was going to burn and I
Lift it up.
got my butt.
Swing it down. All the way down. All the way down.
Look where you were, though, Ryan.
Okay, lift it up there. Now try. There you go. Much better, huh?
Yeah. Cool. Here, I'm here, I'm here.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, grab there.
The lineup started here.
We're going to make a butt.
Oops. And there, and that There, picture, plastic, swing it around, yep, pull it towards you, yep, all the way down, lift it up, swing that all the way around, all the way down, lift it up, swing it open and grab it up, yep, and pull it up. Good.
Beautiful.
Right in the middle.
That's awesome. I like it.
I like your manners. Bring it up.
We'll rent tomorrow.
Just gonna let that one cool a little bit more. If you want, yeah, please don't touch that iron.
25 on the
We haven't had anybody hurt yet this weekend. We want to keep it that way.
Like how you are. Some people are kind of
Boy, that's some of the worst kind of pain is to get a burn.
That's
Okay,
not,
I think that looks awesome, Tyson. Huh? What do you think?
good.
You're up.
You're up. Let's go, sweetie. Hello, sir. Can I have your shirt? Are we having it on the front, the back, or both? A few more seconds. I think I missed. I think you missed it. I missed it.
Looks good, huh?
There you go. Are you happy with that, sir?
Do
You want a bigger little one? You want a bigger little one to take home?
Do you want?
There you go, sir.
Well, do you want?
Okay, sweetie, what do you want? A big one on the back?
Ones on it, like one on the back. You sure you want one on the back? Okay, where do you want it?
Have any bigger ones?
No, that's
No,
our
that's
biggest
the
one we
biggest
got.
one we have.
Okay, that it should be good to iron.
What do you think?
I think it's good. There's no wrinkles.
Well, right in the middle,
Awesome.
right there.
Okay, who we got?
And
Put it
go.
here. And let's be careful because this iron is make you cry if it touches you. Yeah.
When it gets to
So,
5-5.
what do you want to do?
Okay, that number goes
You
5-5.
got big ones and little
Next.
ones. Want one of the little ones?
Ooh, a cup blanket. I'm not sure if it's going to work on that, but
Well,
we'll
I
try.
figure we'll try
We'll
it,
try
and
it.
if it
And then
peels
we'll
off,
know.
it peels off.
Oh, no, if it works for ours.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
So what
I
do we
figured
want?
down
Make sure we
in
get
this
this
corner,
right
one of
way
the
up.
big ones.
That has been a bit of a problem.
When it hits 5-5. Now, which way? Obviously, we want it that way.
Yep, past 5-5.
Just keep there. We're going to try it on this.
See how it works.
Can I have the watch back?
She needs 35 seconds. Okay, so you got it?
Yep.
Go.
Well, we'll try. I don't know. With that
I might have
nappy
to bleach
fabric.
that with the bleach pin. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah,
That
we
is
might just do it.
perfect.
Yeah.
You can always throw a little crust over top of it.
Yeah, that turned out nice.
So if it one of my cubs
You can
was
feel
like,
it, but you want to make sure it goes in the dryer.
nice and
Got to go in the dryer because they'll fade if you put them wash them right away. So make sure it has a round in the dryer. But I would put your, if you got the bleach pen, do that for sure to get that, try to get that out.
Try something on your blanket.
You want any other ones?
no, I think
I
that's
don't know if
it.
it's gonna work
I'll
or
pull
not.
it over here.
Okay, was that
Then
enough?
we'll-
You know what?
well,
Let's
test.
let's stay here for a second. You know what? I want to just try about 15 more seconds on that, just because it's not cotton.
Right.
So let's try another 15 seconds. Where's the thing? You just count.
Well, we're gonna try.
So we're having a little one on the front again, right? Oh, you're gonna do a different one. Which one are we gonna do? You're gonna have a big one on the front? You gotta make it quick.
I confess to a little nervousness.
Okay, so you guys can spread out that way a bit if you want. Just a little more room in between you. Scooch over. First row, second row. Scooch that way. Hello? First row. Okay. Yeah, that's far enough. Actually, probably back in a little bit. You guys are going to have to... Yeah. Get friendly.
Real scouter would go right to the top.
Thank you. Okay, you guys are still a little squished and you guys are a little spread out. So if everybody can kind of one step to your right. Okay. All right, we're good. Okay, these are the nice photos. No rabbit ears. This is the quietest it's been all weekend.
Can we just take pictures for the rest?
Yeah.
No. I'll tell you when you're done. Okay, just 15 more. Just hang on. Okay. Biggest smiles you've got. Rabbit ears. Wish they always listen this good. Okay, what else do you want to do? What kind of?
Scary faces.
Wet Willie. Blade free.
I know what to do. Scary faces.
Okay, we start at that end, and you just go right along. No, the real funny faces. That's what you guys look like normally. Thank you.
This way, guys.
Hey.
Have we done the Lubiata?
Yes.
Have we done the Lubiata?
Yeah. We're going to start going again, guys.
Want another shoulder?
Oh.
No.
Do the Lubiata.
Oh, we're going this way.
Hey.
Hey.
Have we done the Lubiata touching shoulders?
Yes.
Have we done the Lubiata holding hands?
Yes.
Have we done the Lubiata with our elbows joined?
Yes. No.
No. Do the Lubiata.
Oh, like this. Oh.
Hey. Hey.
Have we done the Lubiata with our elbows joined?
Yes.
Have we done the Lubiata touching shoulders?
Yes.
Have we done the Lubiata holding hands?
Yes.
Have we done the Lubiata touching one another's knees?
No.
Close enough.
Come on, guys.
Hey. Hey.
Have we done the Lubiata touching knees?
Yes.
Have we done the Lubiata with our elbows joined?
Yes.
Have we done the Lubiata touching shoulders?
Yes.
Have we done the Lubiata holding hands?
Yes.
Have we done the Lubiata holding someone else's ankle?
No.
Watch this. Just quick little steps. Back that up.
Hey. Lubiata touching ankles?
Yes.
Have we done the Lubiata touching knees?
Yes.
Have we done the Lubiata touching elbows?
Yes.
And have we done the Lubiata touching shoulders?
Yes.
And have we done the Lubiata holding hands?
Yes.
Have we done the Lubiata with our tongues out?
No. Hey.
Have we done the Lubiata with our tongues stuck out?
Yes.
Have we done the Lubiata touching ankles?
Yes.
Have we done the Lubiata touching knees?
Yes.
Have we done the Lubiata touching elbows?
Yes.
Have we done the Lubiata touching shoulders?
Yes.
Have we done the Lubiata holding hands?
Yes.
Then we've done the Lubiata.
Yes!
Three, two, one. Oh, last night while we were all in bed, old lady Larry lit the lantern in the shed, and when the cow kicked it over, she winked her eye and said, "It'll be a hot time in the old town tonight. Fire, fire, fire!" Second verse, same as the first, little bit louder, little bit worse. Late last night while we were all in bed, old lady Larry lit the lantern in the shed, and when the cow kicked it over, she winked her eye and said, "It'll be a hot time in the old town tonight. Fire, fire, fire!" Third verse, same as the first, little bit squeakier, little bit worse. Late last night when we were all in bed, old lady Larry lit the lantern in the shed, and when the cow kicked it over, she winked her eye and said, "It'll be a hot time in the old town tonight. Fire, fire, fire!" Fourth verse, same as the first, a little bit louder, no, a little bit quieter, a little bit. Okay. Fire, fire, fire! We're done. Hey, what you doing there? Sitting on an invisible bird. Am I doing it? Sure. What y'all doing? Sitting on an invisible bed. Can I join you? Sure. What are you guys doing? Sitting on this invisible bed. Can I join you? Yeah. Yay! Ow, 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 ow. What you doing, ow? Sitting on this invisible bed. Can I join you? Sure. Ow, ow, ow. It'd be nice to rest my leg. Hi. What you doing? Sitting on this invisible bed. There you are. I moved that bench over there yesterday.
Hey!
Oh, I'm the king of swingers, the jungle VIP. The breeze is off and it has to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I wanna be a man, head cub, stroll right into town. Just like the other men, I'm tired of monkeying around. So who made me to wanna be like you? I wanna walk like you, talk like you too. See, it's true, I ain't like me. Can learn to be like someone like you. Now don't try and kid me, man cub. I made a deal with you. What I desire is Mandarin fire to make my dreams come true. Now give me the secret, man cub. Come on, clue me what to do. Give me the power of man's red flag.
nature.
Alex, this doesn't take a place. Why? You probably have a really big farm about now. I don't know what to tell you. I'm either planting them too far down or too far apart.
Earlier today, in the old days, rockets had a big stick on the bottom, so you got to take your rocket, stick it in the ground, and you better light it. We'll use a mat, not a remote.
Those are explosions.
Okay.
I have conversation today for we at Kimberley Security Systems have installed new security cameras here at Camp Zone because of this recent crime wave. The perpetrator has been stealing stuff from recent as of yet. Now I will show you a video that just occurred last night. Play. Pause. Did you see it? I'll rewind it. Rewind. Now I'll do it in super slow motion. Slow mo.
Stay right there to do it.
No.
Ready? We're singing these parts and stuff. We're the rocks, geology, rocks. We break rocks, we build blocks, we use locks to keep away the fox. Hey, we're the rocks, geology, rocks. We are yellow 'cause we're we just rule. Hey, we're the rocks, 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 geology, rocks, rocks, rocks. We rock!
Nice. Time and practice into this. So I hope you guys notice all the hard work.
Say the sarcastic thing.
Okay, how's it go? I think we just yell out big neutrons a couple times and we go crazy. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Big neutrons! Oh yeah! Big neutrons! Oh yeah! Atomic fruit from outer space! I hope you guys photographed that.
Dave's on it.
Shut up!
Things are being discovered every day that we had no idea about. Do you know that it was the 1930s when we realized that we weren't the only galaxy in the universe? It's not that long ago. Now we've discovered there are billions of galaxies, each one with billions of stars. So, these scouts are going to do some stargazing.
Yeah. Let's do some stargazing. Yay. Whoa, I see Mars. What can you see? I see Jupiter. I want to see the Milky Way. Guys, we can't see the Milky Way. Trevor, can you come help me see the Milky Way?
Sure. I feel like I'm walking into something here. For some strange reason.
Can you see it?
No.
Like up there, maybe more?
Yeah, put it right in the
Everybody else is
No.
Found it.
Not this hybrid, genetically modified seedless stuff either, right? This is a real critter with seeds. Ready to go?
Okay, that works. Stirring my purple stew, whip, 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 stuck in my purple stew, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, purple
First Beaver Valley, and he's going to lead you guys in a cheer. So when he points to you, you guys got to growl like a bear. And he's going to point around, and then when he puts his arms up, you yell 8. Go for it. Yes. So this is a participation song. So Beaver Valley's going to sing a line, and you guys repeat it. And since it's cold and wet and rainy, we're going to sing a Christmas song. So if everybody knows "Oh Christmas Tree," that's the tune, but we're going to change the words a bit. Go ahead, guys. You sing the first verse. There, and lead it.
Oh, Tom the Toad.
Oh, Tom the Toad. Wait, guys. And everybody else sings that line.
Tom the Toad.
Okay.
Why are you lying on the road? Why are you lying on the road? You did not see the car ahead.
You did not see the car ahead.
And now you're marked with tire treads.
And now you're marked with tire treads.
Oh, Tom the Toad. Tom the Toad.
Oh, Tom the Toad. Oh, Tom the Toad.
Why are you lying on the road?
Why are you lying on the road?
Good job. All right, second verse? Okay, second verse. One more verse.
Oh, Fred the fish.
Oh, Fred the fish. Oh, Fred the fish. Oh, Fred the fish.
Why are you lying on the dish?
Why are you lying on the dish?
You did not see the hook ahead.
You did not see the hook ahead.
And now your head is stuffed with bread.
And now your head is stuffed with bread.
Oh,
Fred the fish.
Oh, Fred the fish.
Oh, Fred the fish. Oh, Fred the fish.
Why are you lying on the dish?
Why are you lying on the dish?
Forget 2 serves.
Oh, like it. No, you got.
Get ready to switch. Okay, on the count of 3 you switch. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's coming later. Okay.
Yeah, one more.
Another skip. Let's have it.
What you looking for? My lost penny. Where's the last you lost it? Over there. Why are you looking here then? Because the light is here. I get that one. I get it.
No.
No.
Wonderful.
I get it.
Do we have any announcements? Not really. We have, thank you very much. We have Cub Zone in the morning. The chapel is up the path that wanders through here. I believe that starts at 9. Okay, in uniform, well behaved. Myra Farquhar, who's been in scouting longer than most of us have been alive, will lead the service. Okay? You're going to want to clean things up in the morning. Hopefully things are dry. You're going to want to make sure all your possessions are accounted for. If something is lost, we can't necessarily get it back to you. So please double check and make sure that your campsites are nice and clean, because there's just a couple of people that do that kind of work around here. Now, does anybody own a pet elephant? Everybody? Well, then you must know about this. What do you use to clean their teeth?
Elephant toothpaste.
Elephant toothpaste. Regular toothpaste costs a lot of money when you're brushing an elephant's teeth, right? You can go through a lot of toothpaste, a lot of Crest, a lot of Colgate, if you're trying to brush an elephant's teeth. So I found that it was just costing me way too much money to keep my elephant's teeth clean. So I mixed up my own brew to brush my elephant's teeth. You've got to have just the right mixture. Otherwise they spit it out, and you know, they got a way of spitting it at you. You people who have an elephant know that.
Yeah.
So we're just going to mix up a batch here and see how it goes. That's how it goes.
It's fizzy up. It's cool, watch this. Guys, watch this, right? Nice.
Okay, so what's happening there? You know? Science. Chemical reaction.
Oh, I thought that was from the elephant's teeth are too yellow.
That will clean them up. Let me tell you what's in there. You've heard of hydrogen peroxide?
Yeah.
Okay, its chemical formula is H2O2. That's 2 atoms of hydrogen and 2 atoms of oxygen. When it breaks down into water, H2O, and oxygen. What do you do to make it break down? Well, you give it a little catalyst. That's the secret. And if you put a little bit of dish soap in there, and some food coloring, because, I mean, elephants kind of like blue toothpaste, in my experience. Peroxide is often used as a bleach. The paper that you write on doesn't start off white. It gets white because it's been bleached. It starts off brown. So in pulp mills, they bleach it with hydrogen peroxide, mostly. There are other chemicals, but mostly hydrogen peroxide now. Some people use it to color their, or to change the color of their hair. So if you got dark brown hair, you put hydrogen peroxide on it. You can make it blonde, like mine. Chemical reaction. Science is how that got discovered. No caveman just sort of stumbled into this, said, hey, I got a pet elephant, I need the elephant toothpaste. A chemist figured this out. And it's harmless. It's got detergent in it, which makes teeth white, and peroxide, which makes teeth white.
You could actually use it as a toothpaste.
You could. I wouldn't recommend it.
Because the dish soap.
And that'll keep doing that for quite a while. It's an amazing amount of oxygen.
Is it still doing it?
Yeah. Okay? Cool, eh? Elephant toothpaste. Make it at home.
We just had to confer for a moment. All right. You know we're mad, you know it, I'm a scientist and you're a scientist and we're all just scientists. Who's mad?
Okay, it's not quite a song, it's more of a chant, I guess, but here you go. Who wants to lead? Okay, I'll lead. Lab rats, we like cheese. We don't like pepper because it makes us sneeze. Lab rats, we hate cats. Waiting outside with their baseball bats. That was it.
Who can tell me who has not given us a song yet? Who is it?
Rocket scientist.
Are you a rocket scientist?
Yes.
Okay, rocket scientists, let's have it.
Rocket scientist.
That's really good. And he actually was a scientist. Yes. Yeah.
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, soaring through the sky. Little Cub Scouts, get ready to explore. Start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Get ready to explore. Bye.
Late in the 1800s, there was an immigrant from Serbia that moved to New York City. He was an electrical genius. You know his name? Yeah, you know?
Albert Einstein.
Electrical genius.
Nikola Tesla.
Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla never really got the credit that he had coming for all of the patent and all of the science that he did on electricity, primarily high voltage. Okay? I believe he is the owner or the creator of about 200 patents. When he first went to North America, street lights were being lit with direct current. Don't know if you know the difference, but there's direct current and alternating current. Direct current goes at one voltage. You can't change the voltage. It just is what it is. So you run a generator, creates electricity, lights the street lights. If the voltage changed because the generator sped up, well, the voltage would go up and all the lights would blow up. It wasn't a very good system. Who invented that system? First name Thomas.
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Edison. They got into a big battle over what system would be better. There were a lot of things, very nasty things that happened between these two people. Eventually, Nikola Tesla hooked up with Westinghouse, George Westinghouse. He's the guy that had the money. And he said, I think the way you're planning to do makes a lot of sense. Alternating current, the same stuff that we use everywhere in the world today. The electricity in your house is AC, alternating current. What's the beauty of that? Doesn't matter how fast the generator's going, you can create whatever voltage you want, and you can keep it there. You can create voltages that are hundreds of thousands of volts, put it into a transformer, step it down to 110 volts like you have in your house, without any loss of power. Nikola Tesla did all that. Famous, famous scientist. Who invented radio? Everybody thinks it was Marconi. Not true. Nikola Tesla invented radio. Has all the patents to prove it. They were stolen from him. He ended up broke, penniless, died alone in a hotel room. But still, a brilliant, brilliant person. All the motors that you see in industry and driving your table saw and stuff, those are all alternating current. If it wasn't for Nikola Tesla, none of that would be happening. So what I want you to see here is something that happens when you have high voltage available. Again, the voltage that you have in your house is 110. So I've got a battery over here, just a car battery. It's running this device. It's called an inverter. It takes that 12 volts DC and it changes it into 120 volts alternating current. Now we can have fun with it. Because inside these, there are some transformers, and they're taking the 120 volts and they're changing it to 12,000 volts. So let's see what happens when we turn one of these things on.
Oh, wow.
voltage, there are two metal rods in there that are very close together. The voltage is so high that the electricity jumps from one to the other. It gets hot. It warms up the air inside the tube. The warm air drags that arc up. Those rods get further and further apart until there's not enough voltage and the arc breaks, and instantly another one starts at the bottom. That's called a Jacob's ladder. It's a biblical reference about trying to climb higher and higher. And the message, Cubs, you work hard, and science can help you. There's nothing that you can't do. You can climb as high as you want. Maybe you can invent a Jacob's ladder or a Garrett ladder or a Jenna ladder. Now, those things are pretty dangerous. I would not suggest that anybody go touch them. You're welcome to look at them. But if you touch it, 12,000 volts, yeah, it's gonna hurt. Kind of like a taser. That's another thing that Nikola Tesla is responsible for. All of the radio that you listen to today, all of the cell phones that you're listening to and using, are all based on his invention. We take it for granted. This is just there. Yes. I don't know. I do know, however, that without Nikola Tesla and transformers and alternating current, you wouldn't be looking at that right now. He later created a thing called a Tesla coil, which generates voltages in the many hundreds of thousands of volts. And he was known to stand in a room with holding light bulbs in his bare hands, and these lights, without any wires attached, would light up because of these extremely high voltages. No harm to him.
What do you mean?
He firmly believed that there's enough power on this planet to power everything that we need to do without generating any electricity. So we could harvest energy from the air. Interestingly enough, those patents can't be found. They were filed with the U.S. Patent Office. They can no longer be found. Conspiracy. Okay, so there you have it. Jacob's Ladders. Let's sing a song. This is called 40 Years in an Iceberg. You need to stand up. You're going to be waving your arms around a little, so let's be careful you don't jam some of your fingers into someone's eyes. Or up their nose, or anywhere else where they might be uncomfortable. Alrighty?
I'm holding mine because my glove is so deep.
Goes like this. These are the words and the actions. And we'll start singing. It goes 40 years in an iceberg, out in the ocean wide, nothing to wear but pajamas, nothing to do but slide. The wind was cold and icy, the frost began to bite. I had to hug my polar bear to keep me warm at night. Okay? So we're going to sing it all the way through with all the actions. Then we're going to sing it again, but for the last line, we're not going to sing it, we're just going to do the action. We'll keep going that way until we run out of lines, and we're doing nothing but actions. This is yes? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Ready? Work with me now. 40 years in an iceberg, out in the ocean wide, nothing to wear but pajamas, nothing to do but slide. The wind was cold and icy, the frost began to bite. I had to hug my polar bear to keep me warm at night. 40 years in an iceberg, out in the ocean wide, nothing to wear but pajamas, nothing to do but slide. The wind was cold and icy, the frost began to bite. I had to hug my polar bear. 40 years in an iceberg, out on the ocean wide, nothing to wear but pajamas, nothing to do but slide. The wind was cold and icy, frost began to bite. 40 years in an iceberg, out on the ocean wide,
nothing to wear but pajamas, nothing to do but slide. Find the cold, sea. 40 years in an iceberg out on the ocean wide. Nothing to wear but pajamas, nothing to do but slide. Years in an iceberg out on the ocean wide. Nothing to wear but pajamas, nothing to do but slide. Years in an iceberg out on the ocean wide. Nothing to wear but pajamas. Years in an iceberg out on the ocean wide.
Good job, everyone. Hug-up is going to happen momentarily. This concludes our formal campfire. Good job, everyone. So I hope you have a nice mug-up and a great sleep and no more rain. And we'll probably see you in the morning. I will be making another garbage run, so if you want to dig your garbage out and stick it out where I can find it, we'll take it out of here. I understand there were no issues. Let's keep it that way. Okay? There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
I am really, really thankful for the invitation to be here. It's been a few years since I was here last. I never was a cub, but I was a cub leader. And I am so thankful to God because of such wonderful memories. And I'm hoping that when you leave here today, you'll have some really good memories to take home. When your hair changes color, I hope you still have those good memories. It's a little different looking from this perspective because I haven't been a cub leader and I haven't been in the packs, so I might not say the exact right words, but I'm hoping that you'll forgive me because I do have gray hair. Anyhow, I have a little pamphlet that you'll get, and because I want you to use your hands during the service, I'm not going to give you the pamphlet until on your way out. And it'll be a souvenir. Will you join with me in prayer? May the words of my mouth and the thoughts of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O God, my strength and my Redeemer. Amen. Our opening song, one, goes to the tune of If You're Happy and You Know It. And I'm sure that somewhere in your life you all sang that. And it's called Be Careful Little Eyes. The words are, be careful little eyes what you see, be careful, and you sing that 3 times. Be careful little eyes what you see, be careful little eyes what you see. For the Father up above is looking down with love. So be careful little eyes what you see. And it's in my memory anyhow, I found the boys and girls your age sang better standing up. So if the old folks can make it too, we invite you to stand up.
Come on.
And think about if you're happy and you know it. Let's sing 5 words, okay? Be careful little eyes what you see. Oh, be
Careful little eyes what you see.
For the Father up above is looking
little feet, where you go. For the Father up above is looking down with love. So be careful, little feet, where you go.
And while you're standing, we're going to recite the Cub Promise. And I don't know if you know, but when you're a leader, you're supposed to use 3 fingers. But because I wish I was still a cubby, I'm only going to do 2 today. With me, I promise to do my best to love and serve God, to do my duty to the Queen, to keep the law of the Wolf Cub Pack, and to do a good turn for somebody every day. We often start our cub functions by saying the promise, and that's always a good way for us to remind us how to go for the next little while. When we have a cubberee like this and cubs come from many corners and get together, the one thing that we try to do is to have a cub's home. We don't say we're going to church, we say we're having a cub's home. And that's because it's your way of saying and doing the first part of your promise. Remember, the first line is to love and serve God. So we have a cubberee. And all of us here are putting into practice that particular part when we come to our little chapel here. And I want you to take a minute and just stay on your bums and look around and see how blessed we are. Blue skies, clouds, lots of greenery. And if you listen very carefully with those ears, you'll hear the St. Mary's. Those things will all remind you of your cubberee at the 2016 Cuboree, Cub Zone at Cuboree. The second line is to do my duty to the Queen. And I know you haven't had radios out here, but this weekend, our Queen is celebrating. What's our Queen's name? Shout it out. Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth. And she's a wee bit older than I am. She is celebrating her 90th birthday. And on the television, on Friday, she said, I hope that everyone in my jurisdiction or some word like that she used will think about me. So today, you can sit on your rears like you are, but we're going to sing happy birthday to Queen Elizabeth. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Queen Elizabeth. Happy birthday to you. To the Queen. To keep the law of the Wolf Cub Pack, anytime you're at a cub camp, that is the law of the land. And so I know without a doubt that you've all been living that line of your promise, to keep the law of the Wolf Cub Pack. And when you go home today, you can do the last part of your promise, to do a good turn to someone every day, and be sure and tell them how blessed you were to be at the 2016 Cuboree. Our next song is one that reminds us that there are children around the world that might not be as lucky as we are or as blessed. And there are people around the world that have a different skin color. But our God loves them all. So this one, another name for God in this day and age is Jesus. And it says, Jesus loves the little children. Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world, red and yellow, they are precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. So we're going to sing it 2 times. How many have a clue how it goes? Hooray, I'm glad somebody's with me. Okay, I was never born to be a singer, but I love singing anyhow. So we're going to try it. I'll sing it first, and then we'll all sing it 2 times, okay? Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world, red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. Okay? Stand up. Go get exercise. Okay? And sing a little louder, because last time I couldn't even hear you guys.
Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world.
Give yourself a clap. That was good. Sometimes when we have our cup zone, we don't just talk, we read messages. And the first message I'm going to read to you is from this little book. It's called Everyday Psalms. Now, this man lives in Kelowna, and he was a really dear friend of mine in days when I was a cub leader, and he even signed the book for me. Anyhow, his name is Jim Taylor, and he took the Bible, where the book of Psalms is, and he'd read one, and then he'd write it in the words of today. So I'm going to read to you some of Psalm 8. And I just want to mention that when we have a little strawberry blossom or something, and it starts out as a tight bud, and then gradually it opens like that, so we say, oh, the strawberry is flowering. It's when it grows. And Jim, my friend, called this particular psalm Friendship Flowers, or he meant friendship grows. Oh God, my God, what a glorious gift you have given. Above the marvels of nature rises the miracle of friendship. Friends take time for each other. They put their lives in each other's hands. Stars and nebulas are far away, but friends are near at hand. Friendship flowers unpredictably. The desert blossoms, the ice melts, the distance disappears. Friendship has no parallel, nothing like it in the whole world. This is how God meant the world to be. Nothing compares with the wonder of friendship. It is not possible with the beasts of the field, or the creatures of the forest, nor with the fish of the sea, nor the birds of the air. Oh Lord my God, what a glorious gift you have given. And cub camps are a great place. I hope you go home knowing how blessed you are with at least one new friendship. And the other part I'm reading out of my own John, and it's a message about how friends treat one another. whoever lives in love lives in God. May these words bring meaning to your life, and may you always be blessed with love. The next song, I'm hoping you'll know, he's got the whole world in his hands. Hey, you singing it cups, I hope? Anyhow, we're going to stand up and we're going to sing in the first verse. He's got the whole world in his hands. Then we're going to sing, he's got you and me cubs. And I want everybody to point at a cub. Then the next verse will be you and me leader, and you might have to turn around. That goes full of. He's got everybody here, and then we'll sing. He's got the whole world in his hands. Okay? Can you stand up for this one? I hope you've got your hands empty so you're able to clap a little bit too. Okay? Oh no, not too fast. He's got the whole
world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got you and me cub in his hands. He's got you and me cub in his hands. He's got you and me cub in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got you and me leader in his hands. He's got you and me leader in his hands. He's got you and me leader in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got everybody here in his hands. He's got everybody here in his hands. He's got everybody here in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
Now it's got to be really loud because I told them down at the camp that he's got the whole world.
He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
Thank you. I'm sure they enjoyed that. A little birdie told me that everything about this year's Cuboree was about creation. And you were looking at it through cub eyes and seeing it as part of a science. And I thought that was pretty remarkable. God's creation is very precious to us all. And even as a little beaver, you promised to take care of it. It continues throughout. Even when you have gray hair, you're still taking care. So, when you're at this particular Cuboree Cup event, you have learned a few things differently. And I hope you'll go home and share them with the people that mean the most to you. And don't be afraid when years go by and you've got children and they say, we need a leader. Go and do it. And maybe you can teach them this same little thing. One of God's greatest creations is his people. the first things your mommy probably taught you when you were eensy weensy, so you're going to have to dig in your memory banks. Mommy named all the parts of our hand. She called this Mr. Thumbman. Do you remember that? Mr. Thumbman. What was this one? Who remembers? Pointer! Yay! So, Thumbman, Pointer. The next one, because it's the tallest, it's Tall Man, remember? Sometimes this isn't polite, but today it is. Well, the mem you could read it, never mind. This one is called Ringman. And Ringman, because, believe it or not, your fourth finger is the very weakest. And if you're a piano player, sometimes it's hard to get that finger to play. Or even if you try to pick something up with that finger, it doesn't always work because it's weak. What's the little one called? Pinky, right, good. So those are the names we're going to use today. Our hands are a special, special gift. God gave you that special hand because He knows that some days when you're looking for something to do a good turn for somebody and you just ran out of ideas, there's one thing you can always do. You can always say a prayer for somebody else. Now God gave us that hand as a type of prayer book. The thumb, it's always closest to us. Always the closest. No matter how we look at it, our thumb is closest to our hearts. So the thumb reminds us that we can pray for families and friends. And the other thing, and it's not on the sheet, you'll have to write it in yourself, our pets. Sometimes we have to pray for our little puppy dog or a kitty cat or whatever your pet might be. So thumb reminds you to pray for family, friends, and pets. Okay? What does thumb remind you to pray for?
Family, friends, and pets.
Good, you got it. Now the next one is pointer. Because I was right-handed, my pointer is like this. And my kids, when they were little, knew that when I had that finger out, it was time to listen. Pointer is for those in your life who teach or heal us, like teachers, doctors, nurses, even our leaders. So if you're hard up sometime and you want to do something special for a special leader, use your pointer and pray for them. The tall men are those who lead us in the world and hopefully protect us, like our Prime Minister, our Mayor and Council. Chances are you've got more chance of seeing them than the Prime Minister. Hopefully you'll never need first responders, but they come. They're part of the tall man team. And our armed forces personnel. Not too many of us around here have dads who are in the forces, but if we lived in some towns, all of them would be in the forces. So for family and friends, for teachers, and for those who heal and protect us. The ringman is for those countries where people are struggling. Could be right in Kimberley, because we have people who are struggling because they're lonely, struggling because they're sick, struggling because they just can't find enough money to get the next meal. All those things are for the ringman. You can always pray for the people on your ring finger. They need our prayers. We've all heard about the Syrian refugees. They would be in that little finger because they've had their home taken away. can take it with it, you, no matter where you go, and nobody else will know. It's in your little prayer book. May God bless you. Now, when I was a cub leader, we said the Lord's Prayer at school every day, but we don't do that anymore. But when I was drawing up this piece of paper for you, I forgot that. So please join me in prayer, but it's not going to be the Lord's Prayer. It's just going to be a short prayer for us. Loving God,